Good evening, everyone.
Evening.
Should probably make yourselves known.
Hello. Well, everybody knows there's a legendary neurotoxin here.
Hello, hello. There's a Verde Manzana here as well.
There is also your dungeon master, knee snipe hunter.
Hello, hi. It's a Watts. Trying to
What's
click
going on with
buttons.
you?
Deleting a lot of things.
Of course, y'all know Ombois. Tonight I'm wearing the STD hat that I got at the Schaefer and Let's show the other night because I still haven't found the dope hat. It's somewhere here.
You'll find
And
it.
I was going to wear the Unohano Kisuke hats, but I can't make it work with the headphones. So, STD, Schaefer the Dark Lord, I'm representing.
Nice.
Also, they were on point. If you have a chance to see them, I think the last show of the tour is the Denver show. You should totally catch them. They were
Yeah,
sick.
the last show of their Western leg is down in Englewood.
Yeah, they were both fire. And I totally fucking unexpectedly fucking met Dr. Awkward because he was in the audience hanging out, talking about stuff, and we were just talking and mentioned that he did games dev, and I was like, oh, I do games dev too. Who do you work for? And he told me, and I was like, sick, man, that's cool. I work for these people, blah blah blah. Talk. You know, and he was like, yeah, just look me up, Doc Awkward. And I was like, wait a minute. Do you mean Blank Pages, Dr. Awkward? Like the rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
was
works
like,
on fucking Rocket League, dude.
Yep, he totally does. He works on Rocket League. Yeah.
I've actually talked to him on Twitter about it before, yeah.
Nice.
neat.
Yeah. But so, totally ran into that guy last night. He was super cool. And he's local. Apparently, he lives down here. So
Yeah, I didn't know
mean,
Rocket League was down there, but that's still. I knew
Psionics,
it was
yeah.
in California somewhere, but.
yeah, it's down here. So it was cool. Probably hook up. Maybe someday I can do some nerdcore raps that are stuff I'll stand behind and not bury in the annals of history.
He even said that you, he actually conferred that you were doing this stuff before the scene was cool.
He did. I wasn't gonna toot any horns because I don't like to talk.
No, that's why I tooted it for you, is because, that's something we've been saying, and actually somebody from the scene had said.
Yeah, ahead of the time or whatever. Yeah. If only it wasn't so problematic a title.
You said only some people might see that.
Sure enough. Anyway, it's time, I think, for the D. We're going to slip you the D and the D.
Oh, no.
The D in the D's.
The D.
So-
Oh, there are some D's within other D's.
What?
It's D's all the way down.
What map would
Sorry,
we be on
sorry,
right now?
children.
The world question mark? Actually, I know you and I believe, have finished the leveling process. I think Verde and Omi still need to
No,
finish.
I finished it. I thought it would be way harder than it was, but I forgot barbarians are super easy.
Yeah, I'm a paladin. Likewise, I'm pretty sure at this level, it's going to be pretty easy.
You might have
Do
to
you get
select
spells?
one or two different things than I do. I only have to select one thing.
What is it that I must do in order to level my paladin?
Hold on just a second, because there's another thing that I want you to do. Let me just look it up really quick.
Why is there a YouTube link in a map of the world?
You're a map of the world.
You're a map of the world.
The map is not the territory.
Where's the
A map of the world is a YouTube link. Wow.
In the title.
Weird. I will chalk that up to copy pasta.
It's more than one YouTube link, actually.
That's weird.
I think it's because my push to talk also, or not my push to talk rather, but my my light controls on my Stream Deck also hit Control V, I think. All right,
Okay.
Ombois. in your chat window, would you please type /UI scale space 150?
Sure, I'll do that for you.
You 4K-er.
Did that work?
No.
No, it didn't. All right, I have the wrong.
Oh, it's because it was Scale UI. You had it
Scale
wrong.
UI, yep.
Wait. Did that not work? Scale UI. Do I have to put the brackets in? No.
No, it worked fine with me. /scale UI space 150.
Okay, cool.
Didn't change anything on the screen though.
Oh! Onk! Sure did that time. I must
There
have
you go.
mistyped
That's
it. There, look, now you plebs at home can watch and actually understand what you're looking at.
I mean, it's still incomprehensibly blurry because your stream, for some reason, is at literal 1990s television levels, but
Oughtn't be that way.
Plebs
like
are
you're
needed.
literally broadcasting in standard VGA resolution.
He's streaming at 480p.
Yeah, literal old school pre-HD TV levels.
Wait, how the fuck did that happen?
It's been this way for a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
tell
what the?
you, every stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I started
Output.
streaming.
That's an OBS thing for what it's worth.
No, I'm looking at OBS. Output. Oh my god, why are you outputting there?
Because your mama.
What the what? Shouldn't I just be able to? I should be able to just fix this.
Nah, you gotta do it. You gotta kill your stream and restart it.
Balls, really?
But do kill your stream and restart it.
I will. I'll be right back, brothers and sisters and everyone else.
The whole world will thank you.
It'll be a whole new world.
But like,
No, he already worked on that.
yeah.
Shots fired.
No, telling the truth.
Yeah, we're not live, so I don't actually mind.
Well, I mean, I'm live, but
I mean, fair enough.
So while
wait a minute,
he's
though.
working on that, Snipey, so I should be able to have 6 cleric spells and 3 wizard spells prepared.
Isn't it 4 at second level?
Yeah, this now wants to output at 1280 by 720, which I think is far nicer.
what's his info
720p
bonus?
is okay.
What's
It's
your info
okay.
bonus, Watts?
2.
Can I push it?
2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I think that might be a problem right there. Hold on.
Yeah, you want 1920 by 1080 on a good day.
Yeah. Well, and that is downscaling my 3840 by 2160 that I'm running on the other machine.
Yeah, but it's at least the same aspect ratio as 2160p, so it's an easy conversion.
Correct. Yeah, I'm just.
I mean,
yeah.
to be fair, 720 is too, but
I have seen how for some reason, you know what happened is I think I plugged in the 4K and everything just lost its mind trying to auto configure.
no, actually, the OBS one, I remember when you changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were having broadcasting issues. Everything was super blurry. And in a fit of pique, you just changed it down to 480p. And when we all warned you that that's what you had done, you just left it that way, and it's been that way ever since.
Yep.
Such a savage I am. So wild. Impetuous.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't call that savage. That's more like
That's why I downgraded and said
divergent impulse control. You know what I mean?
yes. Okay, well that's fine. I said impetuous, but I mean you can call it like you see it.
On a side note, do I need to have Find Familiar prepped to do the casting that I'm wanting to do later?
Actually, you can cast that one as a ritual, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then no, you don't. Which the luxury paladins don't have when they get to cast their fine steed. They have to have that shit prepared.
Actually, yeah, it is ritual. Says it in parentheses.
And wait, there was one other button that I was supposed to press. Oh yeah, oh there it is. What are you laughing at?
The audio bot.
Oh, I have some settings on right now.
Yeah, fire's burning. Somebody's taking a piss in the corner. Yeah.
I love that that's what you hear. It's actually somebody supposed to be pouring drinks.
No, I know exactly what it is. I was just laughing. Just laughing that without any context.
Someone's pissing in the corner. Obviously.
Yeah, it's the drunk guy who's been burping the whole time.
What do you mean? I'm not drunk. I can have more. It went from Russian to German to French in like
A
3
breath.
seconds.
Yep, so it's a drunk Swiss dude.
Well, while you're figuring this
Damn,
out,
good-
I'm gonna
good-
step
good
away
call out.
again for a moment.
No problem. We're gonna level Omi up once he's back online too.
I honestly thought that would be way harder for me.
I think Omi will need to choose his paladin path at level 2.
I think you pick your oath at 3. I don't remember offhand though.
Oh, he
You gotta fix
chooses his fighting style.
I think I've fixed all my shit since then. Like, oh
That's
my
right.
god. Nope, everything is
Oh
so
wait, he
small
is
now.
level 3, isn't he?
Am I level 3?
Yeah, he'll be level 3.
Oh,
So
dude,
that
all
will
the
be-
UI. Oh man.
You gotta start your stream again so I can help you out though.
I know, but I also have to fix all the UI or I can't start my stream again. It all got tinified.
Oh, for OBS you mean?
Yes,
Because of the scale? Yeah, because
Correct.
resolution. Yep, got it.
correct. It's all teeny tinified now. No Bon Kitty, just the Twitter and the other Twitter. Oh god damn it! Just move them, please. Thank you. He did. So last night, STD did Devil on the Other Shoulder
Nice.
with Lex,
Huh, yeah, that's cool. Very nice.
right? Because Devil on the Other Shoulder is a Shale Riley STD mashup.
No, that's an MC Chris.
Is it? No, he was saying it was Shale Riley originally. Last night, at least.
I've only ever heard the one he does with Chris.
I hear you. Yeah. Well, last night he said it was a Shale Riley song, and so they redid it between the two of them
Neat.
because Shale
That's
doesn't
trivia I didn't know. That's cool.
perform anymore. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Overall, it was a pretty solid experience. Like we got quality time with both rappers,
Absolutely. We
as
also
well
got-
as met Doc Awkward, which was dope.
Yeah, we also got Schaefer to do a tiny Kabuto.
Kabuto reference, right?
Yep.
Impression, a little bit of a Kabuto impression.
Oh, nice.
What's your deepest fear, Cher Riley?
Yep. All right, I think I'm ready to get back live. Let's do it.
And they all start rapping at me.
Apparently, it's a thing that actually happens in after parties.
Yeah, confirmed. Confirmed. It is a thing that has actually happened to him IRL.
At after parties, and this is why it's his greatest.
That's funny.
Oh shit! I didn't fix my big head mode, so my big head mode is now a little head mode. All right, we're gonna stretch this live. I crush your head. I crush it.
I shrink your head. Shrunken head.
I think that might be insensitive.
There are real life shrunken heads,
Exactly.
and you could shrink them.
Right.
I even know
Dr. Livingstone, I presume. Right.
What do you? Well, only because their actual recipe is kind of unknown. There's like more than one way you could dehydrate a skull.
More than one way to shrink a head.
Yeah, but we don't exactly know how they did it.
Right, I was gonna say I actually read a paper about that.
Clearly, it was alum. I've seen the cartoons.
It was linked in an article about the fact that a couple of shrunken heads in Hollywood props were actual real shrunken heads.
Yup.
Pick those
There's a
up.
couple of yeah, I got that in a video that was about theater props that turned out to actually be, real life body parts. It's happened more than once. Mannequins with skeletons inside of them. Skeletons that were just assumed to be made out of wood. And then people were like, I don't know if this is actually wood.
Oh my god, this is so pissing me off. I select it. It's the one I want. It's the one I. Oh, it's locked. Ah! I did it to myself. You trolled yourself.
If I had a nickel for every time I've said that.
You done trolled yourself.
No lies detected.
No, but to finish the statement, I think the insensitive bit is the image of the person you think shrinks heads. And maybe not you.
Right.
Who do you think
shrinks
shrinks
smarter?
Stereotype, yeah.
Yeah. But the stereotype of the person one might think of when you're like, oh, like a person who would shrink your head. That might be problematic depending on how deep your
I think we all need therapy.
knowledge is.
See what I did there?
We all need therapy.
Yeah. Somebody shrink your head.
Oh, a shrink.
Oh.
You got that wrapped. Like,
All right, I'm back.
Like shrink wrap.
Yeah, it was a very tight pun.
Oh, see what you did there.
It was a bit of a stretch.
It was, but that's what you have to do to make it stick.
Unfortunately, we couldn't meet it because, well, it's shrunken.
I mean, you could add a little heat to it, and then it'll shrink.
Sometimes.
Just a little heat.
My God,
I'm just
I can
fucking
almost
around
read your
with
screen.
UI elements. You can almost read my screen.
Yeah, now it's a me problem though. If I actually full screen you, I can actually read your screen.
How about now?
I am back. I don't think we have a token on the screen.
The map we're looking for here.
Yo, so I saw an interesting.
We're leveling you up. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, level up. Let's do it.
So you want to click the little magnifying glass there next to your class.
Got it. Total level 3, you say?
Then you want to hit that there level up button. It's that big conspicuous level up button.
Hit it.
Then you want to, if you're going to multi-class, you would add your multi-class. Otherwise, you want to increase your paladin level with a little up triangle there.
Certainly, I'm going to multi-class. Now I'm going to take Warlock.
Artificer. No, Warlock would actually be good too.
No, I know how to break a class.
You gonna go Warlock?
No.
You Artificer?
No, I'm going Paladin.
Okay.
Huh, I don't see all the oaths there.
There's 6 of them.
Yeah, there are more than that.
I don't know what the oaths are. Will it tell me?
Well, if you click the little dragon head next to each of them, it'll open a window about them.
Here we go. Oh, I get it. Kind of cool.
So you should have Ancients, Conquest, Crown, Devotion, Glory, Redemption, Vengeance, Watchers, Oathbreaker, and... Yeah.
Yeah, he's missing like half of them in his list.
Oh no.
So if you expand the character tab on the sidebar over there.
Character tab on the sidebar.
Yeah. Over where your DOP logo is, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Character tab. Yeah.
Down at the bottom where it says character. Not characters. Down at the bottom where it says character.
Boom.
And then you can click on classes. You can type paladin down there at the bottom just to filter out the rest. Okay.
Paladin, Paladin, where
intriguing.
do you roam?
You can look at the other oaths in each of those, though. If you just open them and scroll down, they each have oaths at the bottom. Those two are actually already in there, though.
Yeah, they are. That was this
So
one.
what kind of paladin do you want to be? Like we can do this
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
way.
I'm like I'm your kung fu uncle. I'm a monk. I already think I know what I want. It's probably ancients. Probably. What's devotion? I haven't read devotion.
Yeah, Oath of Ancients is classic green knight shit.
Yeah, I was thinking I could twist that because the whole reason I went paladin is like love and light, man. Everything for the good.
Right, and their oath is basically about, keep the light of life alive, right?
Yeah. You gotta be good. You gotta
but
be
there's
good.
I
also
could kind of see
Oath of
Watchers.
Redemption.
Or heroism even. But it says destined, and he doesn't think it's destined. He's more like, oh, I don't have redemption. Well, I'll read it. He's more like, no, man, this is like how you gotta be. Oh, I like this. Yep. Yeah, exactly. No, okay, that one might be better. Because they're like, no, dude, I don't need to strike you down. I should not fight you. We should be better. You can learn.
Right. No, now that does mean though that
It says
it's not.
Yeah, it says devils, demons, and undead and shit are of course like you wouldn't try to redeem an undead,
Right. Yeah, but that makes sense for you too, right? So here's the deal though: if you want to use Oath of Redemption, we're gonna have to close the wizard.
You're gonna have to what?
Close the wizard.
Oh, I get it.
It's okay because leveling up without the wizard's not that hard.
Oh, it's because I don't have Xanathars. That's why.
You don't have Xanathars?
No.
Oh, dude, open your fucking library.
Modules?
Go to modules down in library. Yeah, okay, see where it says activation?
Yeah.
Click that. Now, load everything that isn't loaded there.
Advanced Treasury of Dragons, it wasn't.
That's
I
one
don't-
page.
Yeah, I know. It looks like I don't have... Oh, sorry. I hear you now. Oh, look at that. And that, and that, and that.
Look at
And
all the things that you should have
And
that
that.
you don't.
Dragon Heist? Who plays that? Really? Nothing?
My mic was
I've
muted,
never
but
seen it finish, so.
I
All right, so then once all of these are loaded, I should maybe close this wizard and open it again, yeah?
That might work, yeah.
All right,
I don't know that that's gonna work, but it might.
but it might. Let's try it out. Character. No, that's not it. Where's
You
me
can
character?
double click on your little portrait up there at the top.
Because I could. Boom. And then we go to question mark class and level, and we go to level up. And then we go increase level of the paladin, and there, look, see?
Nice.
See?
All right, well, that's good to know that that's how that works.
Okay, and we were looking at redemption. Which I like, because it fits again. I'm trying to be your kung fu uncle.
You're wanting to be the kung fu uncle without being the kung fu guy.
No, because I wasn't going to be a monk. We looked at monk, and none of the monk builds were really
They weren't
right.
appropriate for why he's found his path.
Right. Oh shit! Yeah, third level oath of redemption spell is sleep. Yeah, exactly. Calm. Oh no, sleep. Actually, sorry, fifth
Calm
level
emotions,
is calm.
sleep,
yeah,
and
fifth level is
sanctuary.
calm. No, it's y'all gotta be mellow. I gotta mellow out. This is my stoner oath.
Did you select it?
I just
Yep,
did.
if that's the one you want, click on it.
I did. And then do I just click
Now click on
feats?
feats.
It says
It'll
I don't
probably say,
have
hey,
any.
you got shit, motherfucker, and then
That's
you
what it
can
says.
commit, and then you're done.
Commit. Boom. Done. Level 3 Paladin of Redemption.
All right, I think that means everybody's leveled up now.
Awesome, Blossom.
Also, pro tip, if you haven't yet, everybody should go to modules in the sidebar under library, click on activation, and load every available book there.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
I think that's one of the first things I did because of previous experiences, sir.
A couple have been added since.
Oh,
So if you haven't done it recently, it might be worth checking.
I know there was a way that I can
Oh, you got
scroll
strict
this
saving.
up. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, some dude bought it for me.
nah, I'm good.
That could be a fun place to go.
Yeah, right. I'm low-key excited to rage. I just have this juicy list here.
Right, I get it.
Does each one get stronger every time it happens?
No, they're
That's
pretty
funny.
hard, yeah.
Yeah, I feel as if my list is kind of tame for what it could have been. It mostly, based on what I read from the D8 list, I mostly kept in faith with abilities that were like that. And so it's
Right.
mostly as if I have a 1d100 chance of maybe getting a really cool wizard spell. One or two or three of those are like, oh, that's a neat, weird thing that could happen. And then likewise, one or two or three of those are like, huh, how are you going to get out of that? Or it's not even that terrible how you're going to get out of that, but it's like a minor inconvenience. What do you mean we're nowhere near the ocean? Oh, is there like ocean sound effect? I don't hear it.
Yeah. Do you have the
I hear it.
bot muted or something?
I haven't turned it down way down because I don't have or I can't find my other headset.
Ah, right. I understand now.
So I'm trying my hardest to not double mic because I literally I checked the box I thought I put my other headset in and I can't find it.
How did I miss the text chat?
Unreal.
I don't see the text chat.
It's covered up by your cat right now.
Double mic. That's what they call
Oh, you put it there. I get it.
Michelangelo, right?
A text chat?
Double mic.
Oh, a double mic.
Michelangelo, exactly.
But I mean, like, One of my rage chances could literally be like a fine steed spell.
You know, we also weren't in a tavern either, as far as I remembered. So I was just fucking with soundscape because it was getting old.
Yeah, we were not in a tavern.
That is not true. We were in a tavern called a character select screen, my friend.
But yeah, but my character select screen might be at the eternal shores of.
That's
You know.
more of a lobby. I mean,
I thought it was nice and placid and not spooky or exciting. So, you know.
right.
I'll
Alrighty,
do spooky and exciting when the time comes.
No, of course. Well, when we last left our troop of protagonists, they were hauling ass out of a pseudo-nuclear explosion in the middle of that there blighted amber forest, heading for the Poe village.
They're very the Poe village.
In Podunk?
I would say that they're a one-horse village, but they don't actually,
Have horses.
have a horse.
So we have the map of the world open?
Question mark.
I said it that way.
I mean,
I can up talk.
at this point, we might as well just have Poe Village open.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing in your way, so we can definitely open Poe.
And if there was, I'd go around it because they can't catch up to me.
Right, because you were literally hauling ass.
Mm-hmm.
A mule?
What? No, a war horse with Longstrider.
We're holding on for dear God.
Yeah.
So we were hauling horse.
Yeah.
No, the horse was hauling your asses. It was
Yes,
hauling
the horse
ass.
was hauling ass. I see now.
Yep.
And it's the Poe village.
Right. We're basically going to be rolling into their like lickety split.
Someone got them some Wonder Draft fucking competitor.
As we come into the city grounds, I'm all like, very poorly, make way for the conquering heroes!
Very Poe.
Exploders of spores, destroyers of menaces. You may all come out and live as you may. We did your job for you.
YOLO. Relax, man.
He's not YOLO this time around, is he? Oh, he sure is.
Yeah,
He is,
he's
absolutely,
YOLO.
yeah. Okay, so a couple of things. Things are a little different when you ride into, sure, let's call it a town. When you ride into town.
Village.
Whereas before,
It's kind of a Poe excuse for a village.
you barely saw anything, among the people. They generally stayed to themselves. And, you never really caught sight of them outside of like in a window or maybe on your way out while they were working in a field. However, when you return, you find the village somewhat in a panic. People are fleeing the village southward with large packs and bundles on their shoulders and backs. Standing in the street is your friend Rafander, the Absolver, who's trying to marshal everyone to be calm, but nobody is listening. In fact, there's a distinct "we've had it with your shit" vibe from everybody that you see interact with him. The townsfolk are bugging out.
I see.
Could I, shit, what's the giant's name from Princess Bride? Fezzik?
Fezzik?
Could I attempt to do a Fezzik? And, like, be a big
Everybody
guy?
move!
Yeah, except listen instead of move.
I mean, I guess you could try to make, like either a performance or intimidation.
I was going to try for an intimidation since my performance of everybody, making way for the conquering heroes didn't seem to work. Now I'm a little annoyed, you know?
Right. Nobody really heard you, yeah. Yeah, so you do manage a pretty impressive bellow. And a couple of people do stop for a half step to turn and look, but nobody actually stops and sticks around. Everybody bails.
But, guys, that explosion is the day being saved. The fuck are you going? Dude!
It does get Rafe Anders' attention, however, and so he comes running up to you and kind of meets you guys halfway.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
And he says, "Oh, thank Demir. I thought the worst had happened. You survived."
We did that. That was our doing.
I figured there was really nobody else out there, but when I saw the light, I mean, honestly, I just assumed the worst.
I sense doubt in you.
That's what happens when you forcibly close an interdimensional portal without proper procedure. Thank you, YOLO.
I think a pickaxe was totally proper procedure.
I think we got the job done.
I just hope we don't have another chair to deal with later.
Yeah, there was this interdimensional hole, and at first I thought I could like.
Oh, you said
make it
chair. I thought you
suck up.
said chair.
I thought it could like suck up a bunch of holy energy, and maybe that would like purify it. But then I had a thought that like maybe like interdimensional holes to planes of like torment and sickness are endless, and so I just thought, you know, fuck it, and I destroyed it with the pickaxe.
Oh, by the way, did you grab the pickaxe on your way out the door, Rede?
Although that pickaxe is dead.
Okay.
Do sacrifice. It is a legendary pickaxe now imbued with our history and our story. If
What
one
if we
were
could
to
go back and
find
get
that
it?
pickaxe back in you know the future, that pickaxe would be of a legendary magical quality. We cannot go and get it. It must stay there as a mark of time.
Okay.
Holy artifact, as it were.
Exactly. To be gathered when a circle needs to be destroyed once again.
All right.
Okay. I mean, that works. But yeah, no.
Everybody will now know of this ancient artifact.
Also, guys, can we get off of the horse? Like, he needs to rest. Come on. He even sat down for us.
It's really weird looking at a horse sitting. I've only seen that in like animated Disney TV shows.
It only happens when they're really, really tired. And he just did do a 100-mile sprint in record time. Yeah. So,
Magically bolstered.
we found out what was causing the orange stuff. Shut the door. Actually, I wonder if the guys that opened the portal originally would come to find out why it's now closed.
I don't think so. They were the people in the tower, right? The cooks.
No. That was the demons he was doing business with.
Oh, yo, those demons. You know what? Like, perhaps they'll check, but I
Well,
wonder.
depending on how the contract reads, like if the contract says if portal closes for anything outside of the specified time, they'll have to come check and possibly reopen it. I don't know the contract.
Well, I mean, the location is no longer there.
Yes, I did say demons. They're not your local demons. They're different demons.
Not your local sort of demon. I mean, maybe these guys from out of town or off the plane, so to speak. Demonic,
so-
you know.
So, we found this tower, and according to this ghost in this tower, they had
Ancient
maybe
Elven
had
Tower
done some-
specifically.
They had maybe done some deals with some demons in order to get some interesting flavors and tastes.
Well, I don't know if they were really demons or daemon demons. It's
Okay.
splitting hairs.
No, we kind of identified at the very least that the equipment is registered to one demon tech.
That's true. We did identify that.
And,
Yeah. And the ghost also said that they did dealings with literal demons in order to get new flavors from other dimensions.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if they're your kind of demons or some other sort of demons, but you know, demons are bad regardless. And so
True.
there was one portal in the tower that blew up and blew the upper everything except for the first floor, because that had some wards and stuff to help repair it. And this giant pustule
We
of
found
a
the
cave
storehouse.
that we saw on the way in, but didn't go all the way around. It turns out there was a way in on the other side, and that was the place. That was the Spice Cave where the active portal was still open.
And we actively closed it and saved people's, laid some souls to rest, done some good cleric work. I'm having a minor class sources of faith. If you don't mind, I want to talk to you here in a little bit.
Yeah, he sort of looks a little dumbfounded and nods, and he says, "Of course, that's part of what I'm here for." You're saying that you found a portal made of demon magic.
Oh yeah,
And destroyed it.
Demon magic.
The Amber Wizard would go through
Well-
the portal to get new
Supplies.
odd spices. One of them was this mushroom that fed off of heat, and it gets stronger the more heat it feeds off of. We got a sample of it. It's somewhere safe.
I was but the main portal that we were closing, there was a perpetual feeding portal of orange fungus. I don't know if it was like leaching stuff from here to another location, or if it was trying to feed the fungus from there to here. But since YOLO was sitting there with the smoke, it was sucking the air in, so possibly all of the fungus here had been siphoning energy and sending it to another location. But it's closed now.
Well,
now we can burn this peninsula. It's good that everybody is leaving. Let the ashes clear the land, so that
we've already
new
established
growth may
that the
come.
fungus doesn't burn. We've already established the fungus doesn't burn that well. We have to let it at least.
No. We established that the fungus didn't burn so well when it still had a connection to its home plane. The fungus is now disconnected from the mycelia mother.
You're not wrong, but we need to let that link fully sever and it weather and age, and then we can burn it.
Of course, that's why all these people are fleeing. Give it a day.
I think it's going to take longer than a day. Oh, also we could use holy fire to light everything, since it didn't.
We need more priests. Yes, holy fire. Do you have inquisitions? You should go and get you should go and get priests of fire. We'll hold up in this cathedral here.
I don't know if he has the budget for that. No offense, sir.
well,
Just want to burn the peninsula.
like it or not, I'm certain we'll have the support that you're looking for. I'd imagine and he kind of looks up at the sky, maybe 7 hours.
What are you talking about?
Ha! I told you! They saw the big kaboom. There was a mass explosion of some sort with dimensional ripples. There's going to be a teleporter group of Inquisitors here to take care of it, because they're afraid of an invasion.
Sweet! Doing the work for us.
No, not sweet, because they're going to look at us and say, we're the bad people.
Right, because we came from somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's his job right there. He's our in.
Who?
Ray Fander. Yeah. So you say that. You say he's our in, and you kind of point at him.
I put my arm around him, actually, and sort of, like, snuggle him up to us, and was like, yeah, right?
This guy!
He breaks out into a cold sweat immediately and says, well, so it, the thing of it is,
Right.
I'm not,
In the overall arcing power of things, like an rating of 1 to 10, people coming are like a 1 to 3. He's like a 5. He's going to have little to no sway.
Right. Not only that, I'm I'm
On sabbatical?
No good.
Oh,
way
he's the
to
one
say
who
it.
narked us out. He's the one who told them we were here.
No, he says no. It's not that.
Ah!
I'm not in the graces of those that are likely to come investigate. If you catch my drift.
Oh,
You've been
stepped on somebody's-
excommunicated?
No, he stepped on somebody's toe. This was okay. You remember the listening post that the people got sent to when they offended the upper echelon and just like, here, go listen here, just stay out of our way type situation? That's what happened to him. Sorry, that's not very nice.
Let me ask you a question. When it comes to this sort of thing, what sort of investigatory tools do they have? Do they have a way to either compel someone to tell the truth or to be able to know when somebody's telling the truth?
Oh, certainly.
Oh, great.
Perhaps both.
Well, that will help us cut through, well, pardon my language, all of the bullshit. Because if we can just tell them our story straight up, and it registers as true, because we are telling them the truth.
Just because it means they're telling the truth doesn't mean they're not going to burn us on the spot.
They could just ask us the wrong questions.
Well, that's true.
Or not ask us any questions because a
They
massive
just already
explosion
have the
just
answers,
happened
right?
and we're not locals. Very obviously not locals.
Have I seen another rabbit person?
I hate saying this. It was almost in our best interest to see if we
Flee?
can get a few odd ends from Mr. Man, and just start hiking. We have 7 hours to get as far from here as possible. I think would be
Flee?
advisable, right?
Well, that would certainly make things easier for me, he says, sort of self-deprecatingly.
All right.
Right, because
Well,
you'll just tell them,
here's-
oh no, those foreigners left town.
Here's the thing. How are we going to get into Gallender without any papers, without any ID, any of that? That's the next big city nearby, isn't it?
Well, you're all... He looks you over and kind of studiously avoids Jory and says, human? Right?
Wasn't I just asking?
I wave my tail behind me.
When's the last time you saw one like someone like me, dude? He doesn't know the word dude. That's funny.
I
is there
don't
a-
know the dudes. Yeah.
Is there a area between here and Gallender that we could meet back up with you if we flee?
Leaving here, he's gonna face them and say like, no, these weirdos came through town and now they're gone.
I'm totally doing the nice guy digging through his pockets thing.
Yeah, he doesn't have pockets per se.
See, like,
It most likely doesn't even have a pouch.
He does have a couple of pouches under his so he's kind of like he's wearing like a what's it called?
Classic priest habit.
Under his robes. And it's belted and it does have pouches. Which are accessible through slits he's cut in his robes. In those pouches, though, are really nothing of particular interest. You know, maybe a few coins. He does have a dagger.
no, like key or anything like that.
Nothing that you could identify as such. You know from past experience, though, that he also wears something around his neck. So
Holy
Definitely
smokes,
getting those coins. I would have to re-roll to get something around his neck off his neck, though, right?
oh yeah.
Damn, yeah. I'm definitely taking those coins, though.
All right. He's probably got like 5 gold and maybe 7 silver and maybe like 12 copper.
Beautiful.
He doesn't notice, so.
Okay.
5, 12, 7 is what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. real question. Let's take a moment, breathe, focus. The people that are coming, will they actually question us to where we could possibly get out of this with our lives intact, relatively speaking? Or should we flee genuinely and just flee?
It would be better if you weren't here. And he kind of looks pointedly at Jory, and he says, "Beast people are not common in Gallender. Gallender exercises a right of authority over all of the humans on the continent. It would have been much easier if you were all human, because you don't need any papers. You're a citizen of Gallender if you're human.
Right. But
The rest of you, however, are not citizens of Gallender by default. No papers would fix that.
Oh, we don't need to be citizens. We just need to be able to visit.
Right.
We just
now,
need something proving that we're not four
That we're
people
allies
who
with terrorists.
dropped out of nowhere to save
Money?
everyone.
I got money.
No, it's not so much that we have money. It's more of the fact that we're not enemy spies, bad people. Things are going to hurt Gallender. Like setting off a small explosion on a peninsula.
I didn't do that. The demons did that.
the problem, friend, is that your companions might be confused as such. That's actually what I'm concerned with
Right.
here.
This is why I was asking you guys, because I'm a demon, right?
No,
No,
you're a beast person here,
Hi.
which is not quite the same.
Hi.
Oh no. This is why we should take some supplies from good old priest guy here. Shake some hands. Maybe he'll give us
And
a
get
name.
fucking lost.
Yeah, but maybe he'll give us a name of somebody who is, keen or nice actually in his good favors. Do you have friends?
Yes, both in the church and out. I have an idea. I think I can arrange for your travel to be relatively safe. I'm going to send you with papers to deliver to the church in Gallender City.
That sounds like
Okay.
More
a good
delivery
idea.
though?
With my seal, and entrusted as they are, you'll be treated as a courier for the church.
Okay.
Make sure there's a clause in there that the horse is a person too.
Beg your pardon?
I
He
said,
should.
make sure there's a clause in there that the horse is a person too, because I'm going to be carrying this lot on my warhorse form. You saw me come up as a warhorse, like I know
I
you
understand
were
now,
lost
yes,
in conversation in the moment and everything, but surely you saw me, not be a
Shapeshift.
horse anymore.
I did.
I would make
I
a
will
Wilbur
mention your
joke, but it would
ability to
land
change
kind of
form.
flat.
What was
And
that?
then he sort of motions you to follow, but he basically begins speed walking back to the church. He says, "There's no time. The best way for you to slip out is with the rest of this lot." And he points to the folks who are all still gathering their shit to leave.
Oh,
Of course.
sounds good.
What are some local trivialities that we might need to know about? Ways to say hello, ways to not do stuff. Should we not bow? I
He
think he's really
smiles.
close to him.
Yeah, he smiles when he says this, and he says, "This is actually the beauty of my plan. The church, the Church of Absolution, we accept members from all of the various kingdoms in the region. It's not unusual then for our couriers to be
Everything.
foreigners."
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Okay.
You guys,
Excellent.
I'm Elder Jory. I'm Elder Jory. Do I get a white shirt and a name tag?
Oh, you're a Unitarian church.
They're all inclusive. Everyone's blessed by the light.
Yeah, universalism. I get it. There's a ton of your folks back where we're from.
That's funny.
YOLO, stop, please. Just let's not go down that rabbit hole any further. Thank you.
What?
No, just shh. It's okay. Believe in the goddess. We've actually met and move on.
I don't know. It's a bit second rate. I mean, second chances, second rate.
You
I'm
know
not
what?
even alive.
She is a true goddess in my eyes and has done great things for me.
Also, we can definitely utilize that
Oh.
whole. Oh, yes.
Okay,
second
though, but
chance
did you
us,
just say rabbit
friends.
hole? That's what I want to know. Did you just say rabbit hole?
Did you just catch that, sir? Anyways.
Not your rabbit hole.
I'm just
Oh
saying.
my.
Gigata. Anyways, okay. While you're writing that up, is there a chance I could have a brazier and some incense?
Oh yeah. He kind of gestures to a wall as he walks up to that chamber you had seen earlier with the bookshelf and begins to pull writing supplies out of it. And he says, "Honestly, they're all the same, but they are bronze braziers. They're a little heavy, but it's all I have. Unless you want something smaller, I could get you a censer."
Let me double check a thing so I can answer that question.
Censor is actually what shut down my band, the Bronze Braziers.
I can see that.
From the church door, I'm actually looking at the biggest of the houses that are being abandoned here.
Yep.
Does it look like there might still be stuff in there? Like, what kind of building does it seem like?
Yeah, I mean, none of these houses are richly appointed or anything, but
No, but I'm figuring
it
like if it's
does
a bakery
appear
or
that right. It does appear that things like bedding and in some cases even like tableware and cookware have been left behind.
I'm going to shout that maybe we want like a thing of holy water unless we still have some more. And then I'm gonna try to check the biggest house here for tools, stuff that I don't have.
Okay.
I'll be quick about it.
I bet you would probably want to check the what is it, the water wheel over there?
The mill. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
the
going
mill.
to suggest that as well.
Yeah, that's probably on our way out. I wanted to check just the big house just because it might be where they were making food or where they were, repairing ironworks and stuff, and there might be some leftover, whatever.
Fair enough. I would ask him in that request if they can provide us with gold or blessed items or some sort of material resources or something like that.
And
Okay, hold on. Verde.
Yeah.
Could you? Ooh, what skill would probably be best here? Investigation, maybe.
Because I'm looking for something in particular.
Right. I mean, I guess I would take insight. That might work too.
All right.
1 GP. Incense, that would be.
Okay. You don't find a ton of useful things. However, it does look like the bottom floor of the building that you're actually in has been used as a sort of like makeshift workshop. So there is a pair of tongs and a hammer, and probably also like a chisel or maybe an awl, but not much else.
I'm gonna take the tongs and that small hammer. Is it a small hammer or is it a sledgehammer?
It's like a. I mean, it's small. It's one-handed, but it's probably like a 5-pound sledge.
Okay.
Like it's clearly an anvil hammer. You know what I mean? It's a forge hammer. In fact, you're basically holding like poor man's smith's tools.
All right. I'll just write poor man Smith's tools. Yeah.
Okay, there's that. I put a brass brazier in my item box. Didn't know what to list for its weight.
It's 10 pounds.
Thank you, sir.
And for the sake of ease, we will assume that that is filled with the incense that you need. You know, like charcoal and the incense that you need, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. After that, so like I said when I got here, I'm having a minor crisis of faith because I realized something. The likelihood of my goddess that I'm supposed to have worshipped, I don't know if she exists here.
Well, yeah, it's
Who do you
because
worship?
Sputter.
Lyra.
He nods and he says, "That's not a name I know. That maybe that's a name of one of the ancient gods, but certainly not a name of an actively worshipped god here. I'm sorry, friend. Have you
That's
received no communication from your goddess?
Watts, describe what are the aspects? Like this is someone else's world, right? It's like when someone does a homebrew. So like tell him what she's about.
1 second. Because I'm trying to get to her actual page.
Fucking Stoner
Did you-
Paladin. Oh my god.
She was the goddess of festivals, of parties, of happiness, freedom. She was an inspiration for poets, musicians. One of her holy symbols was 3 stars, 1 orange, 1 red, and 1 yellow,
Your
bound
goddess
together.
was a slut. I like it.
Wow. You mean she drank?
Actually, not inaccurate. By the record, there were the bringers of joy. Unfortunately, that house fell because someone didn't like it. But the
Happy
whole topic.
ending?
No, not a happy ending. They are all dead.
I know, but holy happy ending, right? They're never mind. I'm a rabbit, remember? Flick, flick, flick.
Yeah.
Thump, 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 thump.
The reason I'm asking is I have not heard her voice. I've not actually heard any voices, but I have been able to work holy magics. I've been able to work with my divine aura. I know I myself am not a god. I am not going to be that pompous and arrogant. My gift comes from someone else. Do you know of a ritual I could do to determine who my deity is here?
He sort of shakes his head sadly and he says, I don't think that Fairnoff has such a goddess. Here, we are ruled by 5 deities. One is Demira, who of course I am sworn to, the goddess of absolution. There is Egrid, the god of retribution. There's Kelefi, sister to Demira, the goddess of determination. There's Vyar, the god of lamentation, and his partner Essel, the god of complication.
They sound like no fun at parties.
None of our gods party.
See.
That's sad that you don't have a god of harvests and festivals.
You say that you're not connected to your goddess, but your magic works, you said, correct?
Yes, I've used a number of them, but I've received no guidance from them. I could not hear their voice.
Perhaps demonstrate that now?
Table talk. What would I actually do to do that? I'm trying to remember. Is that ceremony?
If you don't want to burn a spell slot, I'm assuming
Actually,
you just need
I
to
think what
manifest
he's really
your
just
powers in
asking
some
you
way.
for, to clarify, is to demonstrate how your clerical powers work.
Yeah. Manifest some power.
Okay. Easiest one would be like mending, because that would be my other
Sure.
would be an actual
And you
spell
can-
slot.
you could do that by even taking something nearby, like a bottle or something, or a vessel, and smashing it, and then taking the parts together and mending them. Like something benign.
Demonstrating exactly how it works. Yeah.
Right. Is there something that you would like fixed, repaired beyond to a perfect condition?
He like looks around the room for a moment, and he sort of like he settles on a small box on the bookshelf. He opens it up, inside of which is basically a really fine pen, for lack of a better word. It's not like a pen like you would know it, but it's a stylus, and a nice one, or it was, except that it's cleanly broken in half. And he sort of sheepishly says, I did that, and it's not mine. Are you saying that your magic could fix this?
Absolutely. I would take the pen and I would cast mending upon it.
Okay. You cast mending. The edges of the pen sort of seem to soften and adhere to each other, repairing and restoring the pen completely. You hand it over to a completely dumbfounded and flabbergasted
Pardon me.
Delis Refander.
That's a handy spell.
Fuck yeah, it is.
He looks at you again and he says, "Do you always do that way?"
Yes. I focus my prayer into it, and it just kind of
A demon.
it happens.
I laugh.
I have spells where I would chant things as well. Anyways, you were saying, sir?
Yeah, he's mind blown. He stares, at you kind of agape for a moment before shutting his mouth kind of firmly with a clap as his teeth click together, and he like shakes his head and he says,
Actually, are you hurt right now?
He says, "No, I'm fine."
I just read with
demonstrate how I would do something like that.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Some of you guys are not healed, right?
Yeah. I think I have some wounds.
Okay. Well, we'll pick one of you. That's fine.
I guess I do too. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's see, on the combat tracker, it's a Jory. All of you guys
Yeah,
have
I'm like at
wounds.
half health. Absolutely. I didn't even realize.
All right, hold on just a second.
You weren't exactly sober when we ended last time, sir.
Yeah, and I was also actually, it was not just that. I was also falling asleep because I was like super fucking tired. It was a 1-2 punch. I've been finding it hard
because I can actually
I've been finding
do
it hard
another
to stay
demonstration
awake past like 1 a.m.
because you're about to heal one of us. I take it.
Yeah, he does. He turns to Jory, and he stations himself in front of you, places a hand on one of your own, sort of like takes your hand in between his two, and begins to chant. And he says, "Divine maiden who solves the fallen, throw open your arms and embrace this wretched soul. Cure wounds!" And a glowing green light emanates from between his hands. And you are for a moment enveloped and morphed, and you heal 1 cure light wounds worth of health. I don't know how much that actually is, though, so I'm going to have to look it up.
Cure wounds is D8 plus 4.
I was going to say you have to roll it, and I think it's D8 plus 4, exactly. Cure light. It depends on what level you roll it at.
Oh, actually, that's just cure wounds. I don't have cure light wounds.
Yeah, cure light doesn't exist anymore. That's classic D&D.
Okay,
yes, well, I'm old, Snipe Hunter. I learned back in the days of Thaco.
I miss Thaco. Well, okay.
All right, so he heals you for 10 points.
Kick ass. Well,
Okay,
I think I only have 9 wounds, right?
Yes.
So I'm good.
Let me show you how I heal someone. I turn and I face YOLO, and
That actually.
I cast
Nice.
Cure Wounds.
Okay. Yeah. From a distance, without touching him, YOLO is sort of like for a moment bathed in a sort of like golden light. There is a smell like nutmeg and cinnamon on a on a
A bagel.
freshly baked. Yeah, exactly. Right. And he is healed for 9 points.
I laugh out loud at the absurdity of all that I have just witnessed. Because because Watts is specifically a pyromancer. I mean a cakeromancer. I mean a
I'm a
bankromancer,
foodie.
right? And the me that is me like remembers that our DM said do something you've never done before, which is why I'm a rabbit in the first goddamn place, because I never play beast races, and here I am. And I'm just laughing at the absurdity of this is how I do the magic. This is how I do the magic, and mine is cake and frosting. I'm losing it over here. I'm just.
I mean, you're not wrong. And
But
my
I know
spells-
I'm certainly cognizant that I look like a rabbit to you, also. So I'm just like, oh fuck me.
and all of my spells smell like food,
Like cake.
stuff like
No,
that.
that's why I laughed. Exactly. It's because you were
Well,
like,
that's-
this is how I do it, and it turned out cake. And I was just like, oh man.
It's one of the
Yeah,
reasons.
I show him like, all right, well, this is also like how I heal if this is what we're doing. And,
Shit, I can heal too.
Meow, oink, bark, and you're healed.
Yeah,
I'm a druid.
Right, is there anybody else that has any minor wounds?
no,
that's
we're good.
everybody.
That's everybody, damn it. I stand up and I'm like, God dang it, and heal too.
That's funny. Yeah, but no, again, he's completely mind blown, and he says, "There's no one in the history of the church who can cast magic without the incantation." This isn't.
You should really learn how to cast without the incantation. It makes you look like a tryhard.
You're saying we ain't normal.
No,
That's what you're
I
saying.
wouldn't say it try hard. It's just
It's fucking hilarious every time he does it.
okay. YOLO. I'm gonna say something real fast. You know how there's those dim mock practitioners where it's like people just like who have learned to fall over when someone strikes the air in front of them, and
Most
it's all
definitely.
bullshit.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's like that level of programming that they actually could do it without saying it, but it's so ingrained in their training that it's, they would need like therapists and stuff that might not exist in this world to like break through and, understand that they don't need the incantations.
Are you telling me that the Demnock practitioners are not a source of hilarity for you to watch every once in a while?
They're goddamn comedy. Like, don't get me wrong. My favorite's when they like challenge an MMA guy and then duck him for like 3 or 5 years or something. The pandemic was the best for that. It's like,
Almost definitely.
yeah.
Meanwhile, the priest is like,
2 masters, 100 students.
Just to explain, Dimmock was this bullshit combat style where people could allegedly do a touch of death or like strike the air and hit someone from a distance.
Right.
Now,
I've seen videos.
now let me say this though, that in our world that didn't actually work, but your monks here in this world might actually be able to do that. So that's a little weird for us because it was bullshit where we're from, but that's actually something that could exist here.
Considering how hard I'm able to kick with these legs, and I look down and thump.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there are. Rifander sort of nods and he says there are adherents to the faith who, through discipline and training, can perform incredible feats. If that's what you mean.
Well, I mean, it's not that incredible to just be able to cast a thing without the The other thing about having to say the incantation every time is that then you have to make sound, and it's just
sometimes it's not a good idea to have to make a sound to be able to
Yeah.
cast a spell.
That you don't have to is a blessing of the goddess. It must be.
Probably.
And I'm thankful for it, genuinely. But this is again part of why I'm seeking, like, who am I now a part of here? That's why I asked that question.
Ray Fander nods and he says, if you can do what you can do now with no apparent connection to your deity, maybe it's not faith, but a kind of magic.
It's a kind of magic.
Oh, I don't want to deal with the weave. The weave scares me.
I snap my fingers. It is the magic, man. It is the weave. It's all the one, man. Everything is everything. This is where I'm coming from.
I think it might just
Would
boil
that be
down to being
actually
wise enough to kind of perform the
Okay,
things, whether or not
insight.
you know who the person is, but whatever.
What does the system tell me about my faith, my magic, and the weave? Like, I am doing some hard thinking on this.
Yeah. So, you get an information window that explains that, and it's very clearly not in local colloquialisms. Question mark? Is that the right way to say it? Local dialect? It's
Local wording.
hyper-technical.
Yeah, it's written for you.
Right. What it tells you is that magic is actually a physical principle of this plane. It's permeated with what it calls a variable strength vector field that can be manipulated in various ways to produce seemingly magical effects. So, for example, by manipulating the flow of mana, by manipulating the values of this vector field, you can, for example, heat up the air and create fire. You can coalesce water out of the air and create water or ice. You can manipulate the mass of a region to change somebody's, apparent density, things like that. All of these things are simply applications of the energy represented by the weave as a variable strength vector field. And it doesn't say anything about faith or wizarding or sorcery or any of the things that you know of as magic. All it says is that magic is actually an effect of this tensor field.
So my faith does not actually give me access to the tensor field?
The display that you got doesn't say. The priest, though, he says, through the incantations we connect with our deities and the spirits that have the real power here, and it is them that achieve the effect. We are in essence channelers. We invoke the power of divinity and evoke whatever effect it is that we are, attempting to create. The chants are our way to ask for that power and be granted it. That you can do so without asking implies incredible things.
I need to make sure I don't do this in front of people. That's what I'm hearing.
Or at least affect that you're like doing something.
Jory just laughs, dude. Great God of, I can't do it.
I mean, it is a little try hard, right?
Right? I just look at him and I'm like,
I guess I could try wiggling my fingers and
think of the dicks, YOLO.
Every single time you smite somebody, you're going to have to say, "Holy smite!"
Oh,
would
man.
that actually help
Oh,
if I
man.
actually
Holy
said the
cow!
word to make it where they possibly wouldn't lynch me? Or
I mean, if you were to incant the magic, you would cast magic like everyone else.
okay, you wouldn't by chance have a novices incant book?
I can't take it.
He
Excabibble!
he turns to the. I have a funny story about that. I'll tell you later.
I'm sure you do.
He turns to the bookshelf and takes what is very obviously a prayer book down, and he hands it to you, and he says, "Well, these are the basic incantations that Demira grants us." He sort of looks aside and mumbles. Some of them are probably older than that, and hands it to you.
Thank you. I will commit these to memory so I don't have to answer questions I really don't want to answer.
Some Saxum log into the Plexum. 2 damage. 10.
Basic prayer book of who?
Yeah, you can call it a book of clerical incantations. That's fine.
Like that.
Basically, any of your clerical spells that have a V will have an incantation in that book.
Okay.
He's
Yeah, Yola.
Did you make a custom feat for me?
Did I?
Did you?
Did I?
Who knows?
I just want to know because this is like on the bleeding edge of like, okay, that seems professional, but is it? I mean, you are a professional. What?
I said it does seem kind of well done, doesn't it?
It really does. All right. Cool. Okay. I was poking around my character sheet as I should, you know. Sorry if you don't want me saying shit like that out loud. I won't.
No. Don't forget, your character sheet exists in the world.
Yeah. And I did say I'm basically skulking and poking about right now, so maybe I did a quick check on my character sheet. Okay. I really like that.
Well, I did a quick check on my character sheet earlier and learned all the things I got for leveling up. So, like, I learned what I can actually do now that I can do the equivalent of turn undead, only I don't have turn undead. I have turn
fiends, right?
No, I have turn bully.
Oh, even better. That's right. It's Oath of Ancients that has turn fey.
Yeah, no, I don't even have turn. What I have is you dick, and you get to feel the pain you just did to someone else.
Oh, you have the penance stare. That's great.
I totally do. I have the Ghost Rider penance stare.
That's hilarious.
But it's retribution, like, because of who I am. Like,
I'm going to have to come to terms with this because I generally thought I'm going to have to try once I'm out of here and not trying to flee for my life. See if I can connect with my goddess, or with the goddess that sent us here. Possibly, she might be the one since she guided us here.
Yeah, she might be your new exactly.
I mean, it stands to reason.
It's called Rebuke the Violent.
Says there's no question that Demira looks over you. He points at the pen and he's like,
We understand. Yes.
I thought I just clicked. I just double click it to pop it into the chat. Is that so? No.
No, you drag the dragon head into the chat.
Thought I did that. Here, I'll try again.
On a side note, where would be a good place to get a pearl?
Well, you can certainly get one in Gallander. It's a fishing city.
An oyster.
Right, there are pearls to be found in the districts there.
Okay, there we go.
How
Okay.
about check out these ruby lenses we got off of some nasty rock critters we fought.
So check those out.
What?
Snipe.
How much do you think they're worth gold-wise? Because we were thinking about grinding them up and trying to make a couple continual flames.
Right.
That wasn't from the priest. That was from me.
No, I know, but those are both sick. I was like, oh yeah, those are perfect.
Yeah, if you hand him the lenses, he will, first of all, he'll say, "Wow, that's remarkable. These came from creatures, you say?"
Yeah, they were some weird, likely fiendish stalactite, stalagmite hanging.
They were larvae for I can't remember the name of the adult form.
But if they
Oh.
grew to an adult form, things would be really, really bad. So we're glad they didn't.
Indeed.
Yeah.
He says, well, if these came from an extraplanar creature, which I would assume what you describe is based on what you've said.
Yeah.
These might be, and he kind of holds one up to the light, and it's pretty much perfectly clear. He says these might be sufficiently perfect rubies to act as a focus or a stone in a magical implement, or definitely as a component of a spell. And he hands them back.
What sort of component? Because we're trying to solve a problem where 1.5 of us can't see in pitch black, and by 1.5 of us, I mean I can turn into lynxes and things that can see in the dark, but our friend Jory here, unfortunately, can't.
Can't do it.
And so he can't actually do anything to improve his vision. Even if it was just 2 monocles between us. Some sort of dark vision adjusting sort of feature that we could get from these. Is that something that sounds in any way reasonable, or is it more likely that the conjure flame is going to be the way to go? The continual flame, I mean.
Right, yeah, he's thinking about it. He says, well, I don't possess the kind of magic necessary. But, given these were lenses to begin with, I could imagine that you could make some sort of true sight. He sort of like stops and he says, I mean, again, I'm not a wizard, but it seems like you could make this into something like that with the right experience.
Sick magical night vision.
Oh, that.
Basically, you could get him a pair of glasses, perhaps, or maybe a enchanted necklace that would let him see in the dark.
I think they're thinking about glasses, which is funny because I actually wear glasses in real life. So like a rabbit with glasses doesn't really make me feel that bad, but you got to make them fit my face. And how do you do that? I mean,
You
are
make
there
them,
Beastman glasses?
That
yeah,
reminds
you
me.
make them wrap around goggles.
When you kill monsters here, do you find cores inside of them in the shape of a crystal or a sphere?
Absolutely. Did you find such a core?
Yes. And I show him.
Tasty ooze.
Yeah.
An ooze core.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I pull out the ochre jelly core and I show it to him.
Right. Yep. He says, "Indeed. There's power in that.
Ooze power."
He stops for a second and he says, though, of course, you could also probably trade it for 300 or 400 gold in Gallander City if that was more your interest.
What would I be able to use the core for?
They're generally used to power artifacts. Alternately, they can be used by summoners to summon what they were once cores of as a sort of echo.
Interesting.
What sort of things would they be cores of?
Cores
Sure was
generally
that
come
we killed.
from monsters.
I see.
Not your typical creatures, but monsters.
I say we traded for money, guys. I want to live fat while we're here.
Considering some of the other stuff we have going on, we may actually need it to power a device. Because remember, we're still trying to stop and save the world.
The only reason we'd be here, right?
Pretty much. Okay,
Or it
I
could
put
be
it back
that
in.
that's the power source to get these lenses going into some goggles.
That's also true.
Well, I mean, if we could, of course.
I pull out my football emerald. What about this one?
He sort of like bug eyes it for a second, and he says, "That's a very large emerald."
Um,
It's a very large
you
emerald. You don't say.
are you able to detect any like major magic from it, or is it that's kind of asking, is the water wet?
Right. I don't know what that's for. But I can tell you that a magic stone of that size.
Answers all questions.
That's funny. I heard it as soon as I said it, dude. That's hilarious. Anyway, yeah, he says a magic stone of that size, you could float a city with that.
Hey, DM Snipe Hunter man.
Yeah.
Putting that back in my box.
No, before you do that, YOLO grabs your hand and says,
No,
wait a
back
minute.
in the box, back in the box,
No.
back in the box.
God damn it! I can out of character. I can do magical awareness. How about you trust me for a second? Yeah.
I trust you to cause destruction, sir.
Okay,
I mean,
fine.
that is in character.
I will then let go, and I'll say, fine. You find somebody else to identify it. I won't.
Okay, I just need a pearl.
Well, yeah, it could be a pearl. I mean, I have the ability to identify it, but you won't let me look at it.
No, I mean it's clearly an emerald.
It's clearly an emerald, but I mean, I could tell him if it's magic or not. But
You totally could, right?
Now I don't want to. Actually, I'm going back to skulking to see if that.
I actually thought you were
perception-
skulking, sir.
If that, well, I was, and then you pulled out a giant thing, and I'm like, oh, you want to know?
You
if
weren't
it's
even
magic
in
or
the
not?
room.
I'm in the same room. This whole thing is like one giant room, except for the back.
You
the
were
church actually
going.
only has like 3 rooms total.
Yeah.
So, as I understand it, you were skulking around the other places, getting smithy tools.
No, I came back.
Oh,
in
that
the
was earlier. Yeah, you guys are in the church right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
my bad.
You could have healed me if that was the case, bro.
Fair enough.
Hey, do you still need healing?
No.
Oh, damn. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, everybody's healed, man.
God damn it.
I do want to know if there are some cool tapestries here, since I can't see if that's magical or not. My friend's too paranoid, to me, to check if it's magical or not.
I also have a detect magic spell.
Oh, then why did you ask him if it was magic?
I was trying to see if he could tell what the enchant was, since he's higher level than I am.
Right. The hope was that he could identify what it actually was. He wasn't worried about whether it was actually magic or not.
That's a completely different spell.
By the way, there are no tapestries
actually.
in this church.
No tapestries, no images, no gilding. Any candles?
There's a bunch of like statues and memorials to what are obviously dead knights.
Any actual weapons amongst these dead knights?
No, not up here. In fact, most of the representations of knights here are like carved into columns or onto, what you recognize as crosses. They may not call them crosses here though.
There's a tower. I'm also definitely, if I can't find anything in that tower, I'm doing the Indiana Jones thing. I'm checking to see if there's I'm checking to see if there's a hollow space underneath the tiled floor.
Oh, hey, dude, open the Poe Chapel map.
Poe Chapel map. Oh, good. That's probably wise since I'm.
Chat.
Yeah, I mean that's technically where you guys are right now. Here, I'll throw some.
While he's searching around and they're doing all the this and that, I've mostly been like trying to chill and short rest.
Yeah, trying to get to your thingy going on.
Yeah, because if we're gonna escort these fleeing folk and they get attacked by something, I need something that goes fast.
Go fast.
Oh, here, and I'll unlock movement on the map too. Hold on.
If there's a hollow space, there'd definitely be in front of the chat right here, or maybe behind here.
Oh,
How
chapel.
do I turn on the sidebar again? Where did it go?
The button should be in the bottom right. Looks like a little triangle.
Oh, cool. Thanks. All right. Your token movements are unlocked there, Verde.
Sweet. Bangs on the floor a bit with one of the braziers or something.
Yeah. So if you do the Last Crusade thing, there's definitely a hollow thud directly beneath you.
Oh
Hello,
damn! That just encourages me.
Gonna be a body down there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get the legendary weapon that's gonna help us defeat the demons.
Gonna loot holy grave.
We are holy heroes. It's actually been
It's our
bestowed.
Okay.
prerogative.
No. The way we reconcile
God
this is
has
real.
redeemed
No,
us.
it's real easy. Is that we're giving all these items a second chance. God has
Exactly.
a second chances. Items
guys are
getting
the
a second
best.
chance.
Oh shit! I'm just laughing. I'm supposed to be the paladin, you fucks.
I mean, I can't even say that like you're in the other room or something because we're literally doing like the Lost Crusade thing here, and no one's stamping any books. So
See how big my ears are, man?
we can't even do the comical like book stamp thing.
Right. Cough loud.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have that. We have that. I'm going to have to figure out a way to commune with my goddess in a more serious manner, or a goddess.
Oh,
Left hand or your right hand?
do
for
you have any recommendations for people who make weapons, make armor, make
Nothing.
arcane goods in
that? Tough
Gallender?
crowd, man.
Because I have some things here. We've got some of this holy wood from a dryad tree.
You've got holy wood.
Yeah.
Easy left hand or your right hand for that.
No, I just let Jesus take the wheel.
Hey Verde.
Yeah.
Would you make a dexterity saving throw for me really quick?
Holy shit! Did
No,
my
yeah, so you don't fall through the fucking floor? Is that why? Oops.
Yeah, because you knocked yourself a hole in the floor and fell through it.
nice?
God
Did my
damn it.
danger
Did we
sense
hear
do
that?
It did not.
Okay, I just wanted to ask so I could click or not click the advantage thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, actually, I pull out and show Rifander the
Holy shit!
one of the two corpses, from
Well.
the creatures.
All right, take 4 points of falling damage.
Oof!
You show him, what was that, Nero?
The one of the corpses of the weird hanging creatures. The piercers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he kind of like blanches, raises an eyebrow, and he says, "Yep, that's not from here."
Nope. But this nice rocky skin, I'd love to have somebody make into some sort of an armor for me.
I see, he says. And he thinks about it for a minute, and he says, "Well, if you can get into the Hanging Citadel in Gallender, the knightsmiths there are probably the best in the world, and they deal with enchanted gear. Outside of asking for a blessing from Demira herself, I have no idea how you would accomplish that task, but they might know."
Excellent. Hanging Citadel Knightsmiths. I think some of the wood from the dryad tree might be able to help work as an exchange collateral sort of item, as it has some certain properties. In particular, when we burnt it, it warded the spores away. The smoke did.
Interesting. And you did say that the blight comes from another plane. Perhaps perhaps it's useful in combating demons as well.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get like clubs, bows, arrows, quarterstaff. Fun thing about a quarterstaff is when I turn into an orangutan, I can just wield it like a two-handed sword.
Hilarious.
Okay, YOLO,
Ape
you
Wukong.
are
That's what I'm just saying, man. Like, dude, there's a graphic novel in there, at least a short one.
absolutely. Verde, you are standing, on top of a couple of bits of crushed tile, in a chamber made of dark stone that is very clearly a crypt or a mausoleum. The tombs of 6 knights are down here. They look a little worse for wear. They've probably been here since this place was originally built. That said, the downstairs area is maintained. It's not forgotten. It's swept. The braziers are burning incense and the torches are lighting the area. But it is otherwise quiet.
Yeah. So, thinking that it'd sound really cool, after I strike that pose and look around, I'm like, Absolvers, guide me to a weapon that will strike your vengeance into demons.
Oh Jesus, you did an incantation even?
And then I giddily go over and carefully, because I do want to like show a millennial's level of respect, right? Carefully look into each of the boxes to see if I can, get some cool stuff. Something to show their vengeance, to strike upon the demons that now rage on their planet. To once again serve their tools as they must be served. I mean, there are several cool spots already that I can see, but I do want to be orderly and check each one. But I do see, like, there's a brazier specifically in front of this one to my right, and then the one all the way over here in this corner has, like, some kind of plate or something and a brazier next to it. And I'd also want to check out the guy who seems to be, like, watching over everything, too.
Oh yeah, with his hands out, you mean?
Yeah. Is it Adolphus?
No. Yeah, actually, it is. It isn't a knight. It is a king, or at least some sort of noble, and you can tell that because he's wearing an outrageously large crown. Rendered in the stone, it's kind of spiky. It's not. Oh, let me unlock your movement. There you go. It's not. It's not particularly aesthetic, and in fact, kind of gives him a sort of menacing tone, which is incongruous with his pose, which is downright saintly. His face is set in kind of a scowl, but it's not deliberately made to look evil. It's more like disapproving. He's wearing a, robe, I guess, question mark, and a cape. In the cut of the robe's neckline, however, you can also see in detail that there is sculpted into the statue is a chain, as if there is a very large metal necklace hidden under the robes. The chain is over stone. It's a representation. It's not a real item.
Yeah, that's super cool. Why look so dour, man in power?
Yeah, it doesn't look what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't look like it's made of multiple parts. It doesn't have any like seams that you can see. It looks like a pretty ordinary stone statue.
I still give it a good feeling up, poke the fingers, give it a good slap of the hands. When I say that rhyme, why looking dour, man in power? I help you save the world.
Peanut bitter, have some glitter.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, when you slap hands, you notice that its left hand is flatter than its right hand. They're not in the exact same pose.
So now you know
Huh.
which one he uses.
Interesting.
To hold a
I
sword,
wanna mess
I
with
mean.
that. Is there some kind of lever going on here?
No, they seem pretty solid. They don't move when you wiggle them or anything.
No, this just seems to be like a deliberate posing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Uh, like personally, I feel like that's like representative of some kind of like how he has to deal with imbalance and shit like that. But would I roll like a history or an insight check for that kind of shit? I genuinely don't know because I would pull from both in real life. I suppose.
Right. Pick one.
I'll go with history since I get the bonus. Oh, that's a sad roll though.
It is a
You've
sad
been rolling low tonight.
Yeah, an 8 doesn't get you anything obvious there. Or anything special there, I mean, rather. But it does handily give you a name placard.
Woo!
It says it's Emperor Herod the Fourth. Herot.
Herod the Fourth. All right, you'll be the Stanley Yilnats character, though it seems that you have to deal with great imbalances. I'll I'll make a pledge to myself and in front of him to learn more of his cause as a penitence for grave robbing.
He seems unmoved by your pledge.
Doesn't matter. The statue's a statue.
Okay, so you're gonna go open some tombs here.
Oh, most definitely.
All right, which one are you gonna open first?
This one right here. I mean, it's closest. I definitely want to check out the art too. Like, if I ruin it, I want to be able to attempt to try to fix it. Though I did just see Watts fix something, so maybe I'm in the clear. Men.
Yeah, I mean your first appraisal is that they're that they're the death effigies of the knights or whatever these they're clearly martial, I guess is what I'm getting at, right? They're all resplendent in multiple layers of sculpted clothes, but they're all have a sort of like military cut to them. Some of them are different, like the one that you're looking at is different from pretty much all of them.
I'm going to ask for a description of each of them and probably make a history roll. If I could, like, I don't know how you want to do that in the for the grace of
Yeah.
time.
They well, so I'll tell you what you can just tell by looking at them, right?
Okay.
There are basically they're all like variations on a what you would guess is like a standard model. There are two
Yeah.
different base types. One is the type that you're looking at, which is multiple robes, big voluminous sleeves, and various like symbols. You're guessing that these are literal clerics or some other kind of spellcaster. The other ones are actual like knights, in that they're all wearing armor. They've all got their sword. They're all placed in repose with their hands on the hilts of their blades. There are four of the knights and two of the clerics.
All right, that's good. I can find objects for my friends and the other heroes. I checked this first one here. Okay, do I get a name? May I get a name?
Yeah, that's Sir Barad.
Shit.
S-E-R.
Oh, sir. I see. I see what kind of world this is. I mean, I don't because I'm not there with you, but
And that's Barrod. 2 R's.
Correct, exactly.
Barrod seems to be a clerical type, though.
Indeed.
All right, let's check out this guy. He's probably a paladin, maybe. I gingerly try to move the thing catty corner so I don't have to like take it off of the whole thing. Kind of like how some of them are imaged.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're like the sprites are all actually kind of already slightly open.
Yeah, as if somebody's been polishing the bones or something. Creepy.
Yeah, so you managed to ease the top open enough to get a look inside. Interestingly enough, it is empty.
Sad. No kind of indentions or impressions. Any kind of dust?
You want to roll investigation?
Most assuredly. What is investigation? The stat-wise, because I think I pressed the button and it changed it. It's not wisdom, it's intelligence, right?
Right. Let me double check that, but I think that's correct. Yeah, it's it.
Cool, thank you. Accidentally changed it to wisdom. What is this? A representational grave.
Yeah, actually, so in the course of your investigation, it seems as if, at first at least, it seems as if it is completely devoid of any sort of internal, variegation or like imagery or inscription or anything like that. However, as you're about to, give up, you look actually at the underside. You sort of like lever yourself so that you can get a look at the underside of the sarcophagus's top, and you realize that there is a round, about 8 inches across, like depression, down basically almost right next to your head.
we all experience a round depression.
Don't we? That's a sound depression. It's a little different.
Not yet. Only once you receive the items. When I'm all like, "Hey guys, I found stuff for you."
But yeah, so there's like it's like an inch deep. There's like a divot, like a plate-shaped divot, basically in the container top.
Plate-shaped divot. I can't like press it or anything.
There's no obvious controls, no.
Plate-shaped divot. I knew a guy who came back from the war with a plate-shaped divot in his forehead.
Do all of them have this divot?
If you look, no, they do not all have this divot.
Interesting.
They are, however, all empty. I'll spare you rolling on that one.
All right, and the two seemingly special ones, or what are these? Like this is a brazier. Is it thematic to the guy in front of it, or gal?
No, it's basically burning a bunch of incense.
Okay.
Sort of like basically filling the area with a sort of flowery scent.
And then this thing, pedestal?
Yeah, nothing's on it though.
Can I investigate it or percept it?
Yeah, either of those.
Perceive, I suppose, is the word rather.
Or perceive it. What can I perceive about it?
Yeah, I don't know that nature's gonna help. It's not natural.
I don't
You know
I don't
that.
know why it rolled nature. I clicked perception, damn it.
Quite unnatural, yes. But did you waste a good
Sad.
roll? That's the real problem. Did you waste a good roll?
I did.
Yeah.
Womp womp. Oh, you sure did.
Yeah, which is too bad too, because he doesn't get a bonus on nature, so that he really needed that one for a nature
Yep.
roll.
Boofed it.
Okay. The pedestal doesn't seem odd in any obvious way at first. However, one thing that you do notice is that the plate, the top of the pedestal, seems to be a separate piece from the column itself.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. The column the pedestal plate was standing on, is solid, except for a small column in the middle, out of which protrudes a small post that rose up about half an inch as you removed the plate.
I put the plate ceremoniously down next to me, or maybe on top of the vat of holy water. It seems to be the same size.
Actually, it is very similar dimensions and would cap that perfectly.
All right, what's with this this piston device?
It's a nondescript pole. Like if you pick it up, it seems to move freely. Like you can probably take the whole pole out if you really tried. But I mean, you lift it. If you do want to pick it up, you'll be able to lift it, a couple of feet without any apparent end to it. So
That's kind of cool. What's it made out of?
steel.
I like that too.
Are you going to try to remove it?
Yeah.
Okay. You keep pulling feet. Eventually, you hit the ceiling of the room that you're in.
Wow.
Whoa.
So you can't remove it from the column there.
What is this? I perceive magic, bro. Or I would like to do that.
Right. No, it's pretty mundane.
This is a pretty mundane pole.
Yep.
Huh. I wonder if this is some kind of meditation, and I let it go back down.
Okay. As you drop it, it falls, very fast. Well, normally fast, not supernaturally fast or anything. And when it comes to a stop, there's a sound that you recognize as the sound of a spring and a hinge that sort of faintly reverberates up the shaft.
Uh-oh.
And it comes to rest, and you realize that this pole is sitting on some sort of spring mechanism.
Huh. I push on it.
Okay. It travels about half an inch pretty easily. After that, there's a lot of resistance.
Well, yeah, it's on a spring.
Yeah. As you push, though, there seems to be some amount of travel. Like you managed to push it all the way flush with the top of the pedestal's column. And like when you do, you kind of get the impression that like there are places where it sticks in that last half inch of travel or so.
Yeah.
Like it's not falling evenly in those last few spaces.
Do I think I can lock it?
I mean, the impression that you probably have just from what you said is that it's like a lock mechanism of some sort. And yeah,
Are
if
you
knew,
below
like,
the door?
if
and
you
it's
knew
holding the
exactly
door
the
shut?
right weight, or if you spent enough time sort of like figuring out what depth, it's stuck at, you could probably like pick the lock.
I'd like to do that. Or at least try.
All right. Let's see. How do we want to do that? Probably a combination of like
Too bad none of us can give you like guidance or help or anything.
Dex and int.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah, so maybe like sleight of hand and insight. Insight's wisdom, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, we want hints and dex, I think.
Yeah, so maybe investigation then.
Here goes everything.
Nice.
You're
Throw
saving
me
your
an
rolls
invest,
for.
too.
What was that?
Throw me an investigation too.
Insight and investigation?
Yeah. Well, I want an int skill, not a whiz skill.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Likewise, everything. Oh.
Okay.
Or not.
So you have a pretty deft hand as far as you have a pretty deft hand working this shaft, YOLO.
Thank you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't seem to like get your like triggers right. Like at the point where your brain goes, "Oh, that's where I want it to be." You've already pushed past it. You know what I mean? And so like you never get it to like stick or to stay, but you could absolutely tell that there is a sweet spot that if you could just like get the exact right weight pushing down on this pole, something would happen.
God,
Oh, man.
God damn it. Well, I don't even think I need my fucking sage ability to determine that the fucking priest might know what this is about.
Oh yeah,
You're saying priests handle the shaft better than those like you.
Yes, I mean canonically. All right, I'm gonna let go of it.
Children. You did have to click through an 18 or up.
Just for the sake of time, could I have the name of these guys?
Yeah, I can get you that at some point.
Okay, nope, I definitely understand. I'm gonna take the lid off the holy water basin, wash my face in it.
All right.
There's nothing weird about this basin compared to the other ones. No mechanisms or anything.
Actually, there is a large metal ring in the center that you don't remember seeing in the other ones.
Kind of want to pull it. I mean, just like it's a cartoon thing, right? Right. There's a big metal golden ring here, right? You pull it, and it's gonna unplug.
Right.
The water's gonna go down.
And it does absolutely open a drain, and slowly drains the holy water away.
I put that inside of. Do I have a wine pouch? I hope I have a wine pouch. Well, I mean, there's holy water all over the place.
Yeah,
I have a water skin. I replace the water in my water skin with holy water before it goes away.
Okay. Hey, roll insight for me.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Yep. So, yeah, you've drained the pool.
You never trust when your dungeon master goes, yeah, cool.
And yeah, you're holding you're holding an 8-inch plug in your other hand.
Wow, an 8-inch plug.
Well, shit.
Where are you gonna put that? Don't tell me.
In my backpack.
In your back? Is that what you call it these days? Is that like the new hip slang?
God damn. So, I mean, down at the drain, does it go down to the sewer that I'm very well familiar with?
I mean, probably given where you are, but there's no obvious indication of that.
I wonder if they had to fill this by hand, I say out loud.
No, they used tunneling technology from the Boring Company.
Does everyone have a drink ready?
Indeed.
I do.
I just finished my tea.
What are you gonna cheers with?
My pipe, of course.
Oh, well, there you go.
Always loaded.
24/7. Hey.
Huh, interesting. So that lid that fits perfectly on top of the basin of now empty holy water, right?
Yeah.
Is it a basin?
What do you mean by that question?
I mean, can the thing that I was using as a lid, right? If I were to put it back upon the iron rod, be filled up with water?
Gotcha. Nah, I mean, yeah, a little bit, but it's like a quarter-inch deep. It's not like it's clearly not meant to hold water.
Well, I mean, a quarter-inch deep is still enough water to like weigh something down.
True.
And I mean, if this is like a video game and this is like a weight puzzle thing, right? And the water container that is now empty, right, had holy water or something in it that was the same size as this thing that was like sitting on top of this thing. It's just it's a coincidence.
It is a coincidence, isn't it?
I have a water skin full of holy water. So I'm going to do a series of steps here just to placate my own hair, this hair that I have found from out of my ass. I'm going to put
Oh,
the
there appears.
yeah. I'm gonna put that knot lid back upon the iron pedestal rod thing,
Right.
and then I'm gonna put some holy water until I can't.
Okay. Basically, you're gonna fill the little depression in the plate with holy water.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You pour in holy water. Doesn't seem like anything happens. I mean, it definitely does depress the plate down a little bit more. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like anything happened. Or at least that's how you feel for a few minutes. But eventually you hear a clunk that kind of resonates through the whole undercroft. And you realize that each of the sarcophagi have flipped over.
Oh no. Holy water.
Kind of like like ridiculous spy movie style, kind of right in front of you. They seem to be the same effigies. However, they are all closed and sealed tightly.
This time it's the actual real bodies and not the wax mockery.
All right. I start where I started from before, and I go out loud. Well, Sir Barad, I do beseech thee, and see if you have any blessings upon mine or me friends to destroy the demons that plague our lands. And I gently try to open the door to the sarcophagus, so I may grave rob.
Okay.
So I made grave rob.
Well, I mean, I might have ideals and try to like reason it and do all this ritual. And yes, I'm gonna learn all their names and try to learn their history because it's important.
Ultimately, I want their shit.
But I am taking their shit too. So there's an argument both ways.
Yep, I get it. I totally
Yeah,
get it.
everybody.
I am taking their shit with noble intention.
It is time.
Yeah.
It is also time.
Yep. Let's
Time for me to
let's
go
handle the
here.
toast and then we'll get back to that, Berta.
And hang out here in the big head segment of my OBS so that I may present that little address there I put in the chat channel, and also that we may take a moment to raise a glass, much like this one, to those that have gone there in the past and have pledged some loot for myself and for Snipe Hunter to use to create artistic endeavors that we absolutely shall continue to crank on and also deliver soon. I promise. I know I promise a lot, but here, look, I do it before you all live. I know, over and over again. Anyway, the one thing I will deliver on is this. Thank you. You guys rock. You make a lot of things possible. We love you. We will continue to work to make cool shit with what you provide us. And this right here, this one's for you. Cheers. Be chuffed. You are truly patrons of the arts.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Cheers.
Glory and good health.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Keep up the good work.
Wabba wabba. Whoo.
Wabba Fett.
That's what I'm saying.
That Pokemon was so annoying.
Wabba fat.
Wabba Fett. Yeah. I don't disagree with you.
No, I agree.
I don't like.
Wabba Wabba is my alcoholic version of Odi Odi, which is my, like, if you take a massive bong hit and you have to kind of hold it but kind of let it out at the same time. You do that and you just go Odi 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 Odi. It's like a mantra, sort of.
Right.
It's a way of regulating your breath. So maybe not a mantra, but definitely whatever the word is for something you say.
I just don't like
maybe it's mantra.
Punchline Pokemon.
Wabba Fett.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a fan of the Magikarp either, then, I suppose.
Magikarp, Carp.
Magikarp.
Well, Magikarp has some interesting lore. I like how on and off, depending on region, it can basically hop over a mountain or not.
Pokemon lore, man.
Yep.
It's our childhood.
It is.
Just stay out of the dark.
somebody's
Just don't read the dark. Stay out of it. Just don't do it.
I know about the Pokemon story. I know about many Pokemon stories.
Anyway.
They title the Pokemon story.
Anyway, so what's in this one?
Cerberods.
Yeah. So the first thing you realize is that the top plate is actually connected via a hinge and latch system.
Damn, son, that's fancy.
So, like, when you first try to slide it out, nothing works until you, like, poke around the edges and you realize that, oh, there's kind of like almost like opening a car hood. You know, there's like a hidden latch under the lip that releases a catch, so you can then lever over the top and open it up.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy, but not actually unmanageable. Whether that's through magic or some feat of engineering, you can't tell, but it seems to open up pretty easily, given that it probably weighs several hundred pounds. Inside is the desiccated corpse of a priest. He is, mostly bones and a few scraps of cloth. He's got like a necklace of prayer beads. That's about it.
Cerberod. I splash holy water on him. Thank you. You have inspired me. And then I close his thing.
just throw some holy water on the dude. Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. See ya.
I closed it up too, and I said sorry.
I just wanted to accelerate the rot of your already, like, desiccated fucking nasty-ass corpse.
That's only in our world. We don't know if that's, the case in this world.
Well, and it's holy water.
It is holy water.
You think holy water doesn't have bacteria in it?
No, it's holy.
Did they code bacteria in this world? Now you got me tripping.
Nah, it's just a lifetime timer that ticks down number of frames,
Right.
This guy has
all right.
in a
So
sword.
yeah, you open this one, and there is a dude, and he is in a tattered tabard and other knightly accoutrement, but he's not actually buried in his armor, nor is he holding his sword. Weirdly enough, though, he is holding items in his hands, 2 iron horseshoes in each hand.
2 iron horseshoes.
This is the corpse, of course. Corpse is a corpse of corpse.
I thought it too.
And no one can rustle a corpse of corpse.
And who
If
ever
you
heard of a
do, you're
talking corpse?
talking. Oh shit, dude! They better not be a talking corpse. It's a famous Sir
Mr. Dead.
Mr. Dead.
Shit. I know this is probably going to be key to this guy's character. Yeah. I'm definitely taking those.
Go right to the source and ask the corpse.
Okay. 1 second.
Where is that from, Omboa?
Mr. Ed, man. Horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to
show
a
from,
horse,
like,
of
the
course, that is, of course,
1950s.
unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed.
Oh,
Go right to
shit.
the source
It's a
and
black
ask the
and white
corpse.
TV. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll give you the answer that you endorse. You never heard of a talking horse? Talk to Mr. Ed.
This is the song that they reference when they talk about a horse being a movie star and the aliens wanting to go away.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that is true. Yeah, I was just saying a corpse is a corpse. Corpse of corpse. Because you can just use corpse for all of the words.
Yes.
No one can talk to a corpse of corpse. That isn't thus the corpse of corpse. It's Mr. Dead.
The famous Mr. Dead.
The famous Mr. Dead, right. Go right to the source and ask the corpse.
I'm gonna.
That's a Curse of Strahd thing, actually.
Right? Give me the answer that you'll endorse. Never heard of a talking corpse? Talk to Mr. Strad. Nah, that was a reach. It was funny, though. It was a reach.
I liked it.
Thanks.
I'm gonna put those on my leather belt for now, but I think I'm gonna give those to Jory.
Wait, what?
I found you some horseshoes.
Uh-huh.
I think they symbolically like.
You'll have to tell me where you got them when you give them to me, because I'm going to look at them with the side eye for sure. Rabbit side eye.
Are these horseshoes magic?
Are they?
That's why I asked you. I think I can only use this twice, honestly. I don't understand what it means.
Are you talking about the feet on your character sheet?
Not the feat, the magic awareness, the feature.
Sorry, it's in my brain. It's like, oh, you talk about the feet on your character sheet. It's just, can't help it, man.
There you go.
Need some D&D
What's your
rhymes.
proficiency bonus right now? +2?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. Okay. So yeah, you get 2 uses of that. You've already used 1.
How long does it like last though? Like it says a round?
Yeah.
A round is like a few minutes.
6 seconds.
Oh shit, there's a round.
Oh, so it's a blink. Okay.
I didn't realize it was so little.
Yeah,
What's
that's
a turn?
The funny thing about about D&D combat is that
Right.
like, in human time it takes fucking forever, but in game time the whole fight's over in like a minute and a half.
Well, that's real life too. Like if you've ever seen,
exactly. Yep.
Sword fights are like sizing up. Oh shit! What? Wait. What?
Smack. Ah, good game.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see who won? You know.
I understand what it's for now. It's like 6 seconds long. It's to tell which items in the boss room or whatnot are going to help you out, or which guy you should target first.
Right, or like who's cast true polymorph on themselves to pretend to be a chest, that kind of thing.
Most definitely. Okay.
Where's the invisible guy?
True polymorph to pretend to be a chest. That's just mimics with extra steps.
Exactly.
Mimic? Where can I get a mimic? I want a mimic. Where's the mimic?
Bitch,
Mimic?
bitch
Mimic?
went full
Mimic?
mimic. You went full mimic. I saw you. Quote some dude you were adventuring with. I saw you.
I'm gonna repeat the same ritual as before. Requiem Pachi, Sir no Natsume, or whatever your name is going to be once I'm told it. And then I'm gonna move over to this guy right here, who's all like, "It was under your watchful eye that I figured out this puzzle, dude. Without you, I don't know if I would have made it."
You.
And then I open up his casket.
Okay. Same kind of deal. No, no actual like armor or anything like that. However, like the others, he does have a personal adornment. In this case, it's like a black marble, about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. It's just in the clenched skeletal fist of his hand.
Right.
Huh. Almost like maybe like a black pearl or something?
Kind of. Yeah.
Glass?
I mean, it honestly looks like it's probably glass, but yeah.
Watson might like one of these. Good for focusing. Yep, definitely taking that. Yeah. Definitely taking that.
All right. Okay. So, the person in this sarcophagus is slightly different from the other two. The other two that you have looked at. Looks like they died relatively young, or that they were relatively short. One of the two. I mean, you're looking at a very old corpse, so it's hard to tell. Judging from their clothes, though, you would guess them more like a squire or page. There's not much left, but it's not as stately as the rest that you've seen so far. Interestingly enough, the item being held in the hands of this corpse is a potion bottle. It's a blue potion. And in fact, as you look at it, you realize it's like boiling. Like, it's not hot to the touch or anything, but like you can see, bubbles forming inside of the bottle.
Crazy. Don't touch it. It's got fentanyl in it.
Absolutely. No, but definitely either Phelan or Watson is gonna want this. Maybe it's some magic flavor.
Fentanyl.
The flavor of fentanyl.
It's really just like Fanta. It's like Fanta blueberry.
Fentanyl?
Fentanyl. Don't you want it?
No. Don't you want it? Don't you want a fentanyl? No. I live too close to the
that's a
border
great
for
way.
that.
That's a great way to take a nap and
Never wake up.
wake up missing a liver or something.
You know what's really stupid is like apparently like some massive percentage of all the cocaine in San Diego is tainted by fentanyl, and it's like, aren't those like the opposite?
Yeah, I'd cross odds there.
Like, why you put your opiate in your cocaine? I don't understand, you drug users.
Because someone was trying to cut it to get more out of it and it not work.
But that's like, why'd you put a shot in my coffee? I was trying to stay up. Also, that shot kills people. And then, don't you want to keep your market alive? Just barely anyway. Long enough to make money and give it to you. Dumb drug dealers.
Okay. So, which one are you in front of? You're in front of, yes, you're in front of a priest. Okay. So, this one is holding in its hand, how do I describe this? I guess you could call it a potion. It's kind of like a, what do they call those? An ampule? Like a glass bottle that's designed to be snapped open rather than.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like an ampule in this one's hands of a like bright pink, again bubbling potion.
Is it?
I smile bemused to myself that most of the things I found will be gifts for my party members. But I repeat the ritual, thanking the thing, taking at least time to try to get a name to pop up for me so I can remember its name and then
Right.
their name, and then splash some holy water, do the Requiem in Pace because I played Assassin's Creed once, and then move on to the next unfortunate victim of my grave robbing.
Hey, you finally actually found somebody wearing like martial shit. In this case, just a helmet though.
What's the helmet like, though?
It's pretty like head bucket. Not like there's not even like a visor. There's just a slit. It's a pretty simple helmet. But it's a full plate helm.
Yeah, no, that's exactly all you need, really, and it'll fit with my hood over it, right?
Oh, with a little stretching, yeah.
Definitely
Like
done.
you're not going to be able to hide its shape in your hood. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. It's definitely done. Bare-chested, fully helmed, hooded barbarian with skulls and everything. This guy receives a hearty thanks. A bully, splash of holy water, Requiem in Pace.
Like, look, I am putting together my ultimate kit. Your helmet may be Biss.
And that's when I realized, the helmet is actually cursed, and my gender has been changed to questionable, and
Is that a curse?
it's just a whole next level of questioning for myself.
Yeah, it just changes the gender field to Y.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it actually changes your gender field. I think it gives you the dysphoria. The curse is dysphoria.
That's exactly what I mean.
Shit.
And it gives you a whole new quest to have to go on, and then you'll receive benefits once you actually succeed.
Right. Find yourself.
Yep.
Right.
All right. So where are we?
That was a hot take from Baldur's Gate.
I care not.
Yeah. So I take
Roll
all
for the eyes, boo.
I take all these items. I go back up to the stately king dude. Give him another slap on the hand. Except this time I'll try to be all cool, Spike Spiegel style, and I'll put 2 gold coins in his hand.
Nice. I was gonna say the stately king is my next Lovecraftian side story I was gonna write.
Nice. Okay, buddy. That seems to work. In that he doesn't, strike you down at least.
Yeah, I give the room one last look over. There's that big old empty spot over there.
Yeah, there is absolutely a spot where another beer. God damn it, the word I was looking for this whole time is beer. Where another beer would go.
But you'd have to pour it.
What?
Wrong kind of beer.
That's what
call it
these things are
German.
called?
Yeah,
They're called beers?
yeah, absolutely. You got a 6-pack.
I did not know that.
Well, you have a 5-pack. You almost had a 6.
No, but seriously.
Yeah, beer. P-I-E-R.
Okay. Here.
It's where you put your dead body.
Yeah, and it so this is just a spot that hasn't been taken up?
As far as you can tell, yeah, there's no other than, you know, the floor tiles being different, there's no obvious differentiation. Like, it looks perfectly normal and mundane. It just doesn't have a coffin in it.
I'd have to look it up to know, but I'm pretty sure beer actually implies you're going to burn them.
I think it actually means that they're portable. I actually thought I might have gotten the definition wrong myself too, because don't you you put them on beers when you're going to take them to be burned?
That might be so. That's what I'm saying. As I haven't looked it up, but
I caught it too,
it's a
though.
beer. Don't you burn them at the beer?
I think we're on to something.
All right.
Speaking of beer, it is fucking dangerous to live right across the park from the brewery. And they give you 15% off if you live, right across the park.
Which brewery?
This one's called Amplified. Is it Amplified?
Yeah, it is amplified. Sorry, I was just looking at this Sprite and I'm all like, is this some kind of holy shower?
No, there's a lantern above an empty pedestal there.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I checked this pedestal out. I'm looking at it. It
is not rigged the way the other one is. It's a solid piece of stone.
Oh, okay. All right. And then the stately knight in front of me is not mad that I did something.
No,
Come back to
actually,
life.
you can't see this knight's face. He stands in full armor. But at his feet, interestingly enough, are 4 horseshoes.
Oh shit!
I'll grab those.
Oh,
No, they're part of the statue. They're carved in stone.
Oh, damn.
Okay, what does this have to do? Hold up. I can't talk to you about this because I'm not there seeing this.
No, yeah. I do have 2 horseshoes on me though, so I'm gonna take those off my belt.
No, he has a full set. He has 4.
Yeah, you have 4, right? Yeah. These knights have some relation to their horses, and this is why their horseshoes are there. They're not there for any reason other than to commemorate the horses that were part of the knight. This might even be a culture that kills the horse when the knight dies, or vice versa. Not vice versa. You wouldn't do that. I mean, maybe you would.
Dead.
Maybe you would.
That kind of makes some sense, though. I hear that.
But you see what I'm saying? This is obvious, a connection between the rider and their mount.
Yeah, I mean, looking at my horseshoes right
but
here.
But this is all table talk because I can't rabbit mind this into your head. No, buddy.
No, I know.
Ostensibly, we were all friends, unless we were playing this game at a back room at a game shop and we hardly knew each other. We were all probably friends, right?
It's us, so yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're standing in front of a door there, Verde.
Yeah, exactly. And the statue discerning that there is no weird mechanism having to do with these horseshoes that I have.
Not that you can tell, no.
No. I'm gonna try to open the door that apparently I missed.
So can I take a minute
The door opens.
to point out that it's hilarious that this dispensary calls this unpressed hash when what they actually mean is Keith?
I was about to ask you. I was like, what is that? Unpressed hash?
Yeah, it's Keith, bruh. You could call it what it is. It's really fine pollen. Actually, they call it in Holland. They call
come
it
up those
pollen.
stairs. It'll put you in the other map.
Yeah, unpressed hash. That's so cute.
Most likely they didn't use the other word because it's related to some words that people are not overly fond of, and they're trying to deassociate themselves with the word.
Jit, do you mean the grody word that I'm thinking you might mean?
Something about air passing a certain location.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, no, KIEF, Keef is what it's called. Or, in Holland, it's called pollen.
Again, please note the.
Hey, give me some porn. No, I mean I want some queef. Come on, dude.
I think
Really though?
I think for what it's worth, that it's actually more along the lines of, I wonder how many consumers of the product know any of that.
You
But they know
know,
hash,
Well, if you
man.
have a grinder, it probably has a little chamber at the bottom that collects all the fine powder,
Right.
and then you pop
An
it out.
unpressed, yeah, hash keeper.
Oh my god, that's where my unpressed hash is.
That's what it's called, right? The unpressed hash.
That's where my unpressed hash hangs out. Hey,
God.
fuck, if
Not my
only I
teeth catcher,
knew.
though.
It's not my
that.
Yeah, no.
You're
I've
using
never
a
figured
pollen
that out.
collector. That's what a grinder is.
A pollen collector, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so as they say in Holland, pollen.
Boom.
Anyways,
Anyway, that's friends.
I'm gonna need to make a new character.
Love ya, mean
I'll
it.
bring a helmet.
You didn't bring a helmet?
No, because he found a helmet down there.
Yep.
Just a helmet, though.
Yeah, so I come running up, and I look around. Hey guys.
What's up?
You stashed all that stuff, right? You're not just like holding it.
So
Da-da-da-da.
the helmet is on my head. The potions I intended to give one to Watson, one to Phalion, and then I intended to give a horseshoe to each of us, so it could be our party symbol.
Think that's weird.
Well, it's a full set, four horseshoes.
I know, but I think there's some way those four horseshoes come together and represent the spirit of some particular horse, and like
Like four blazing horse.
form blazing horse. That's so sick. We should try it. But no, I feel like they were a tribute. Like they're there. Either they're purely symbolic, and we're just pissing on a grave for funsies, or they're
you do know
actually
you're running
really
literally
magical.
right to the cleric that would be the primary administrator of maintaining those grave sites.
We're the heroes, man. We're beholden to these items to then use them for
My
hero-ly duties.
God, I don't know. That's all I'm saying is I'm just airing. This is my what's it? My fucking peaceful
my major
dissent.
correction is
Dissent.
no,
I'm gonna disagree and stand by it.
don't
Right?
want potions.
Dissent. I'm gonna dissent and then commit.
my deal is
think,
more of like you're literally running at the guy with the stuff. I'm not saying not to take it. I'm saying the guy's trying to not make it where we don't have the entire Inquisition coming after us.
I don't think the guy knows about the stuff that was down there. This is above his pay grade.
Okay.
Vodka, pretty good.
I mean, yes, it's his job to take care of the place, but I mean, like, there is a whole puzzle and shit. I mean, probably with religious implications that I don't understand that he might understand, but
Whole
I don't know.
puzzle and shit.
How well maintained did the place seem to you, sir?
It could have been magically maintained.
You're
Well,
magically maintained.
For what it's worth, do you remember how you all got into this room?
He opened it.
Yeah, he opened it with magic.
And it was a secret room.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, even once I come running up through the door, like, that's already going to be pretty sussy baka to begin with.
Well, let's
Sussy
not forget you
vodka.
also left a whole hole in his chapel, right?
Yeah, in the floor.
Well,
Hey,
I
you guys,
mean,
I'm alright. I'm alright.
It's not his
He
chapel.
says as he runs up with this fucking helmet on, this like totally weird helmet. He's like, guys. He's holding fucking 4 rando horseshoes.
You're not gonna believe what happened to me.
Yep, you guys, I'm okay. Wait. Take the hat off. All right, YOLO. Is he all right? What the fuck? What's his story?
I was led by the goddess to artifacts that will help us on our journey.
Watts, are you not interested in which goddess just led him?
No, we've all met this goddess. It's the goddess of second chances.
Yeah.
She
He goes, aww.
felt bad for my plight and for my complaining and wanted me to stop complaining, and so she threw me a bone. That's what happened. This is literally what she said. She said, "I'm giving you this bone because you keep whining and it's annoying."
So you talk to the goddess, and the goddess.
Not like that. Like, not. I didn't talk to her. It's more like she threw
Not
me.
so much the goddess in real life.
Is the goddess in your mind?
No, you saw her too. You were doing the whole thing, and we missed talking to her because we were doing the whole thing.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Maybe
you guys have
maybe I
met
was
a real
drunk.
life goddess. I mean, that did happen.
No,
That's
I know.
what we're talking about. It's
I know.
her.
I know. She sent us here.
Yeah, she wanted me to stop whining, and so she threw me a bone, and she showed to me Raiders of the Ark style entrance to a place where I was shown how to find artifacts that will help us on our journey.
Okay. What kind of artifacts? What shit, dude? What is our journey?
Well, I mean,
right
we're
now trying to get out of town in one piece. Oh. By this point, am I even still in the room?
Yeah, now we're all in the same room right now, Watts.
I stashed the potions. Clearly, this is not the time.
YOLO came running up the stairs, and now we're all in the same
You're
room.
still wearing
Right.
the helm, though, right?
Yeah, he
Oh,
totally
yeah,
was.
Well,
Which
my
is funny by
question
itself.
is, like,
Imagine you bust into the scene wearing this fucking helmet covering your face or whatever. You guys, I'm okay.
well, my thing is on timeline. How much of what we were talking about and did, like, he would have disappeared after we would have had our conversation. Like, I don't think I'd be in this room right now.
Apparently in here.
Yeah, I mean, potentially. What else did you guys want to do?
I was wanting to check out the engravings and stuff on the mill house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you probably are. You're saying you would have headed off over there. That makes sense.
I thought
Yeah,
we were going to check that out when we left.
Well, you disappeared. Jory was
You
resting.
fucked off. Oh well, yeah, I was resting, leveling up.
No,
and then
Jory.
also...
Yeah, Jory and Phelan were resting. I'm soul searching, bro, and I'm cooking. So there's a mill house where I can possibly get flour. I'm gonna wander towards it and like search myself.
No, honestly, makes a lot of sense. Sorry, what was that saying?
I said it's a sawmill, sadly.
Still, a mill's a mill, and like still, I can figure out something.
Wood in my
No,
bread.
I did kind of fuck off, and I didn't realize that we didn't all agree to going over there when we were leaving. My bad.
Exactly, Phelan.
No, you're good.
About the
You
same
can,
thing.
yeah. As I say, you can cook with sawdust. But that said, there are, there are tools and stuff to be found there. Not probably any tools that are useful for cooking, but carpenter's tools certainly. Probably as well artificer's tools because it is a completely automated mill.
Crazy.
There's no like manual for how it works, but there are very obvious places for people to stand with magical circles and various runes etched into control panels. I
That
call them
kind of
control
world.
panels, but they're like pedestals. But I mean, modern interpretation, they're probably where one puts their hands to control shit.
Yeah. Creepy. This level of magic is a creepy level of magic. To me, anyway. IRL. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not bomb good level of like. Ugh! I'm more like apprehensive. Oh
Right.
shit, you guys.
Is this all powered with demons by any chance?
Is this Matt? Just saying. Like, I've read a lot of fantasy.
Well, I do have some wood I could use to turn into some cookware, possibly.
Just think of the
It doesn't.
snack.
It's not that kind of like. It's a sawmill for taking trees and turning them into planks. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like it does anything else.
Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. So I'm guessing it would be one of those
Nice.
and one of those. Okay. Going through. Does anything pop out that might be able?
Yeah, so the place wasn't precisely like abandoned in an emergency. It was very clearly shut down within tension when it was shut down. So like a lot of things are covered in tarps and things like that. But as a result, it's in very good condition, and the building itself is very obviously ensorcelled. It has no wear, no tear, no holes in its roof or anything like that. As far as like what's there's a couple of like work tables for fixing parts, which is where you would find artificer's tools. And there is a sort of like carpenter's workshop. There's nothing automated running there, but you can find, tables, jigs, sawhorses, saws, awls, other like woodworking tools. Like I said, you could probably scrape together a carpenter's toolkit if you wanted to. And you could like carve on wood by hand, but you couldn't use the mill itself. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. What's happening, world? If you're lurking, please smash, follow, like, subscribe, all those cool things, because we love you. Someday we'll stream way more here, but these days you're gonna get a lot of D&D. And sometimes some other stuff.
It's D&D.
Taking a minute for self-promotion. If you're watching, smash the buttons, tell your friends. Here we go. We got cool shit. We got history. Promise. Love ya. Mean it.
You'll never go back to streaming like you did. Never.
I will.
Watts. I actually have been wanting to, but like I have to solve so many settled problems, but they're being solved, and like I can't talk about other things, but they're being solved, and like things are working through, and kind of I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. I maintain the Saturdays. I've always done my Saturdays, and like I'll dribble back. I'll just I got I got other shit in my hair, man.
We say that.
Ew. Check it out. I got the green screen working again, but you know what's funky? In order to make the green screen work at all, like even this like kind of I have this weird kind of fuzz, but even to make it work like this, I gotta fuck with my ring light and make my ring light like a yellow, so it casts the right kind of green the background, so that the OBS like recognizes it proper, and then the silver of my little frames over here, they catch the light and they become something obvious, which like this here is green, and you can see that the green screen tech, like the color sub tech catches this little ring here, but it doesn't catch on this like shaft here. It's a shaft. Anyway, so I think I'm
It's like
gonna
the
like
running joke.
I know, right? I think I'm gonna try my green duct tape, because I have green duct tape, and see if the green duct tape doesn't like fix this this rod. And
what GPU do you have?
like, I know that just offhand, man. Who are you talking to?
I have three. What was it?
I have a 2080 Ti. Thank you.
Listen to y'all. Okay, there's a button. Let me press the button and find out. It's in the control panel, y'all.
Is it new or old?
2080. Sorry.
A couple years old. This is the machine that was purchased for me by Wormbite to build Ashes of Oahu. It's an Alienware, but it's an Alienware from, I don't know, 4 years ago, maybe?
Right.
5? Hold up. Where's the control panel? You know better than to ask me this shit. The two things in the world I hate working on: cars and computers. Not that I can't. I don't like to.
Cute. That's your greatest fear, Watson.
Well, exactly, right? But it's because there are people that are good at it and people that like to do it, and then there's a Venn diagram of that, and somewhere out there's someone who likes to do it, who's really good at it, and just let them goon out on the machine and be like, all right, boss, I tweaked it out. It's going to be exactly like blah, 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 because they sat down with it and they were like, all right, baby, how do we make this the best? And they played it and they loved it. And like, I don't want to deny them that experience. Plus, I hate that. Like this actually, hey, let's have a moment with Ombla. This is how I feel about Magic the Gathering. When I get real deep into tuning a deck and technicking a deck, and we're doing builds right now. We're actually into like theory, and I'm counting how many I have so that I know that the percentage of how often I am going to drag this card versus this card. Like, no, I've been drawn that deep into the swamps of sadness. All right, thank you. I'm doing it wrong. Talk me through it.
What, through figuring out what GPU you have?
Yes, it's control panel, and then what part?
I see. Just right-click on
view
the
devices and
computer icon
printers.
on your desktop and go to Properties.
Devices.
Either that or open the Device Manager.
Oh, there we go. It's
That's ultimately where you want to go anyway. Sorry, dude. I didn't realize you were waiting for a prompt.
I was. Like, dude, I hate this part. You know I do. Wait. Intel.
Watts, by the way, I am back. Sorry about that.
Nature calls, man. We appreciate.
Yeah. I don't think that you would find anything that would be obviously for cooking there.
I love how I'm embarrassing myself.
There probably are several sharp blades. In your device manager, dude,
Yeah.
you want GPUs, like display devices, I think it's called, something like that.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, I was looking for something else. I still can't see it. God damn it.
Do you have your device manager open?
Control panel, hardware and sound devices and printers.
No, you do you have your device manager open?
I don't.
Hit.
Found it. Never mind.
Cool.
Now I have my device manager open.
All right. In your device manager is where you want to go to.
And then I'm looking for where blah 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 blah. Imaging devices now. Display adapters. Yes, no.
Where are you at, sir?
display adapters.
That's what system or just devices.
Device manager, display
Yeah.
adapters.
Was I not coming through or something? Yes.
Oh, I
That's
didn't hear
exactly
you.
what you want. Expand that.
Okay, now I have two.
And they are.
Intel UHD Graphics 630. And the second one is NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080.
Okay. Well, never mind that.
But, okay, all of that for that?
Yeah, if you had an RTX instead of a GTX, then you could have used a software green screen replacer that would have solved all your problems for you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm just going to wrap it with green tape and see if that doesn't work.
Yeah, with a 1080, I think that's pretty much what you're stuck with.
I think it'll work, though, and then I'll just have this, like, green prong over here. Be like, why is that green? I'll be like, because, watch this.
It's Alienware.
Because it disappears.
Yeah, Watts though, as it regards, the other half of what you've been kind of thinking about, there are really only two possibilities that present themselves to you, as far as like where what you're doing comes from. Either it's been granted to you by Demira, which makes her your patron, whether you kind of want that to be the case or not.
Right.
Or it's not, and there is an entirely different basis for the way this stuff works here. There's no good way to actually know that's true without, maybe literally talking to Demira again, and she doesn't seem to be answering your prayers. So I don't know how you'd go about that. Okay, let me rephrase that. I know how you'd go about that. You don't know how you'd go about that.
Aha, DM jokes.
I mean,
Lightning strikes and I die.
I mean, it's fucking Russell's teapot, isn't it?
Right?
I mean, yeah. If I had access to Watts's thoughts, hey. If I had access
I would not
to
wish that upon my worst enemy, much one of my best friends. Dear God.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if I were reading the Sunday morning comic that was Watts's thoughts, and yeah, that's what I would say. That's Russell's teapot, bro. You got the power. You just can't doubt it. Like, look, you know it works. Stub your toe, I can lay on hands. Why? I don't know. Because I'm here. Look, we accept that we're here. We accept that I'm in a fucking rabbit body, I say. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
Right, but I can quantify the fact of how that works.
Can you? No, nothing has made me more absurdist in my life than this particular experience. Boingy, boingy, boingy.
Yeah, to me, it makes complete sense because I can quantify it with meeting the goddess like we did. So, but me using my powers without actually having, basically clerics or warlocks that have a divine contracty person rather than a celestial person, for lack of better phrasing. So
I got paladin powers. As far as I look, I can look at my character sheet. I'm a paladin. I didn't come here being a paladin. I was trying to be a monk, but here I am a paladin.
5e paladins don't get their power from divinity.
Correct.
At all.
I was dodging that, but yes, that is correct, and that's from the rules. Exactly.
Otherwise, you would also be possibly having a crisis of faith.
No, but I'm not, because I know better, and I'm just like, no, see, I see what's happening here.
Yeah, paladins are shown in battle anime protagonists.
Yep.
Their power is pushing past their limits with their determination and will.
Yep. Well, and mine is I can't kill you. I can't kill you unless I absolutely must, which is perfect because all I was
Right. Well,
going
that's your
for is
jam, right?
right. That's exactly it. No, man, we gotta find peace. We gotta find our way together. That's why I went with the rabbit. Like that's because my DM told me to roll someone I would never have played before, or at least haven't played in the last few. And I'm just like, all right, let's go with something I've never played before, like peaceful monk sort of dude. But then monk didn't work out. Paladin was better.
You know, Monk of Tranquility actually would work pretty well. That's the healer monk, but it's Unearthed Arcana, so you might not have seen it.
Probably not, but this is fine. I like
Personally,
this.
for me, it's like
I like the
monk.
aikido. I like the aikido of my turn because instead of turn undead, I have turn bully. I basically have if someone does shit in front of me, harms someone else in front of me, I can go and if they fail their wisdom check, they take radiant damage in that is equal to the damage they did to the other person. So it's like, bitch, and they go, oh, that was wrong. It was wrong of me. Oh, that was so bad. Oh, and and it burns their heart. I love it.
For me, it's the monk,
Turn bully.
warlock, and Circle of the Moon Druid. That trio is basically the short rest super group. The one thing that makes it even better is if you have somebody with one of those classes that has the rope trick, so you can all short rest while you've disappeared away.
Right.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. Whoop.
So you can just disappear for an hour, do your thing, come back. Everybody short rested. Keys recharged. Warlock spells recharged. Druid's wild shapes recharged. Nothing could attack you the whole time.
Like, the only thing I can come up with is it would literally take me, I guess, doing a rite of passage of?
Or what?
Well, Snipe said that there's only one way for me to actually do it, and I don't really have a means. The only thing I can come up with without me actually dying and meeting the goddess face to face, because that's the last time I met her was when I died. I don't think that'd be very advisable, actually,
No.
because we haven't confirmed there's a revive spell. Anyways, would to be do a ceremony of some sort to reach out. Does the prayer book have anything?
It doesn't. And in fact, like if you analyze the prayer book kind of critically, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's meant for people significantly younger than you. And it's mostly like it's
Novice
mostly
level.
right, it's mostly the incantations and then like little stories about religious figures related to those incantations. You know what I mean? Like it's Sunday school shit.
Gotcha.
Seeing as that it's probably been at least an hour that we've been hanging around, I would probably have finished the short rest and started helping any remaining villagers pack their stuff up.
Right on.
Maybe make some treats real quick for their various different animals that they want to bring with them, so that way they have something to kind of feed them along the trail to stay with.
Using my wizard knowledge, correlating it to the cleric, does anything pop up?
No. So well, let me think. You have sage, or is that's Verde that has sage, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's nothing obvious. You do get like a couple of like wild ideas, like maybe if you had, sending or one of those other message spells, you could maybe, since you now know that Demera is a physical entity, you could send to her, you know. Likewise, because you know that she's a physical entity, you know that she exists somewhere. If you could figure out a teleport angle, maybe you could teleport yourself there.
I couldn't in clear conscience just teleport to her place, because that would be without an invite. Intruding on her realm would be, I think, the quickest way to piss her off, and I don't think she'd give me a second chance.
I mean, she's the goddess of second chance.
We've already had the second chance. That would be your third chance.
No,
Exactly.
you've had a second chance for being run over and dying. This would be a second chance. This is a second chance for invading upon her personal space. You only get to make that mistake once.
Not sure she'd take it that direction, and I don't want to risk it. But yeah. Okay.
To be fair, it's not like you have like coordinates, so that would actually be a really difficult task anyway,
At least not precise coordinates. I mean, we were overlooking the entire world, so I could technically go to one of the moons, and it might work.
Right, I get you. Phalian, as you go to help people, Rafander hands you a bundle, and he says, if you run into trouble, make sure to show the top sheaf there. It should be enough. And I added an item to your inventory to represent it already.
Thanks. That's just
It's the courier bundle.
Gotcha. Thank you. Well, all right then. Hopefully they don't mind being helped out in this odd time of crisis.
Yeah, I mean, no one seems to object to your help. They've seen you around town before. And, no one seems to hold the explosion against you. Honestly, they're honestly too focused on getting the fuck out of here. And in fact, roll insight for me.
Everybody or just
Phalian. Yeah, they seem like single-minded about it. A few people cast like furtive glances over to the chapel every once in a while, like maybe feeling guilty for abandoning Rafander, but they don't like vocalize that. That's a guess.
If I kind of see
Jory.
anybody doing that, I would, maybe mention to them that, it's probably okay. Refander will probably be fine. The source of the blight is no more, despite, that explosion seeming kind of dangerous. This area should hopefully improve soon.
You get a couple of nods, from people as you mention this. A couple of other people kind of seem like they don't. Actually, not caring isn't exactly the word I'm looking for. A couple of people seem almost disappointed by the statement. Jory.
Yeah.
You're kind of left alone with Rafander at this point. So, since you're kind of just chilling out, he actually turns to you and he says, "So tell me, you mentioned you found a tower of an amber wizard?"
Yeah, something like that. I gotta admit, I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention through that. I was still kind of, I mean, hey, it was traumatizing, like, coming here. Like, you gotta understand, like, there were moments, I was here, but I wasn't really here. I was,
Did you perhaps find any of the wizard's research?
Oh, fuck. I think they did. I wasn't. I wasn't paying attention. You know, I wasn't really like. Look, I haven't started taking this seriously until like just a couple hours ago. In fact. What? Don't judge me, man. This gotta understand. This is weird. This is really weird.
Indeed.
I mean,
Well,
look. How do I say this? I was super high when this all went down, and I wasn't sure that this wasn't like anything. Look. I didn't start taking this seriously until just a couple hours ago. All right, so here I am, and I'm a rabbit. So what? All right, and so also you got like this heavy shit because that's what you do in these in these games. Like you do heavy shit and you're a hero. So here I am, like brother. I understand shit's weird, but it's not as weird for you as it is for me. You follow?
he does. He nods and he says, "I understand. I'm concerned. If the work of a wizard could do all of this," and he gestures, sort of indicating the blight by contextual reference.
Right.
He says, "I worry that when the Redeemers arrive, what they're going to be most concerned with is that kind of magic getting out. I won't be able to protect you if they believe that you are carrying anything from that wizard. If you have anything, it would be better to leave it with me before you go."
Do I? I'm not sure if I actually do have anything in my inventory that I got from that wizard.
I don't believe you do, for what it's worth.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't think I have this ruby red lens, but I think
That's from the monster.
That's from the monster, right? I have Morningstar Burning Branch, but that's not burning anymore. I should get rid of that, huh?
Yeah.
How do I destroy it? How do
By
I
this
destroy
time,
that?
I could have come back to converse on
Oh, I
all
know
of
how.
this
God damn it! I hit the wrong button. I know how.
because I would have gone over there, done my soul searching, came back to check on Jory and the rest, see how the writing the letter was.
Oh, yeah, he would have entreated you with the same question if you were there. So,
I only have a cookbook.
Mall item box of holy symbol. Yeah, I don't have any shit from yeah. So
Yeah,
I feel like, I don't have any of that.
I thought you got a bunch of Elven storybooks or something.
I got a treatise over mushrooms.
indeed,
I do not.
he says. May I see it?
Yeah. Let me one moment. Do.
That kind of still makes me laugh. Shit ain't weirder for you than it is for me, man. I'm a fucking rabbit.
Yeah, and I also can just gain the ability to read it. I cast comprehend languages on, I guess, the three of us since we're all sitting here.
Okay.
Because I doubt he knows Elvish.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly didn't say he did.
Do I know? I know.
Jory,
Sylvan,
you don't have
I know.
you don't have to worry about it. You are affected by magic.
Hot shit. I know Sylvan. That's not the same.
Indeed, but thanks to the magic of comprehend languages, you can all read.
Elvish.
Yeah, okay. So you cast the spell, and you hand the book over. You can read the title now, and it says "Thoughts on and from Mycelium."
Like, Okay.
You realize it's not just a cookbook. In fact, most of the recipes are, you realize, very large and intrusive marginalia on a much more meandering, like doctoral thesis on the nature of fungal intelligence.
Shall we eat these at all?
Uh, right. Well, it implies that any individual mushroom is more like a finger than a full body, and that in fact, if mycelium have intelligence, and the author is clearly convinced that at least
That
some
they
of
do.
them do.
Yeah, you're whacking body parts off to fry them up with your onions and sausage.
Right, and that's probably
Boy.
perceptible to the super intelligence that is the fungus as a
Oh,
whole.
I'm sorry. Some of you are so delicious.
Most definitely.
There is
Boy.
there is a section at the end that you realize is related directly to the portal being open to the location that it has been open to.
Oh,
Or
shit.
has been open to.
It's the fungal realm?
In that it appears to be an elemental plane dominated by a single life form, the amber fungus.
Oh, shit. Are they
uh,
tasty? We didn't even try it. What?
It is
What?
actually, according to the book, very tasty.
Missed opportunity, cook boy.
However, it's also very deadly.
Oh,
And not only that, he describes his becoming aware of its intelligence by the way it seemed to change itself with each tasting to be more and more toxic to the eater.
oh no.
Trying to make it where it was no longer edible, therefore you would no longer seek it out to eat it.
Right. And there's a section, like a couple of pages in this section, rather, devoted to a kind of magic for, well, I guess communicating with that intelligence, but it's really more like a
With the
willful
fungal
melding
intelligence?
of minds. Yeah, it basically is a way to
Oh.
join that network of thought.
Oh, because that's a great idea. Tasty. I've seen the stuff, you know.
Yeah, the author speculates that that magic could potentially be manipulated further into a method of coordination for soldiers or larger organizations.
That's
Being
cool.
creepy.
That said, the last few pages are almost deranged. They're very clearly the writings of an anxious person who is afraid that somebody is going to get him. There are a couple of references to the tower. He says that he heard it go as he took refuge in the storeroom.
You heard the tower go?
Yeah. And that he realized that even his bodyguards probably wouldn't save him from what was to come.
So this is actually, we now know the source of the blight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we also know that we've destroyed said source of blight. Table talk. Is this actually my spellbook, or is this one of the other ones?
This is the one. Yeah, this is not your spell book. This is the book that you guys found on the corpse.
Okay. I needed to know if I needed to do some quick segueing because I don't want to lose my spellbook.
Right. I'm gonna need that.
So I'm glad we now know the source of things, but that means this was here for ages. I thought you said this blight was a recent problem? Question?
Well, he says, what's the best way to put it? It's been growing for a very long time, no doubt. at least since the opening of the Devil's Maw, when the region was abandoned.
The Devil's Maw.
But like Po was the last place left. By then, the blight had spread pretty far.
The Maw.
Yeah, so like when he
The
says it's a
Maw.
recent problem, he's really like saying that like it got big enough that they had to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, left to its own devices, that blight probably would have taken over the world.
Well, calling it a blight technically is not entirely accurate.
Yeah, that's fair. It's more like a fungal invasion.
More like a fungal invasion. Exactly.
Right, we were having a really bad yeast infection.
Oh, but yes. But
What? It's accurate and it hurts. Like this.
oh, like a yeast infection.
As stated, it hurts.
Bom, 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 bom.
Okay.
Would be about
So
the
this
time that I
would-
pop up.
This would be one of the things we would need to leave here.
Ray Fander nods. By the way, YOLO, if this is about the time that you pop up, you could probably slip out unnoticed because they're all like looking at this book and talking to each other.
Well, if I heard that they need this elven text, the other items being put away, though I'm still wearing the helmet because I'm a dumbass. I technically have an elven text on me.
Right. I see what you're saying. So like if you realize that they have figured out a way to translate Elvish.
Yeah, I would be interested in that.
Well, if you like were listening at all, it's pretty obvious they can read that book.
I'm going to.
I'll make it where you can read your book later. I have the ability to cast it whenever I want now.
I was just gonna try to slip it into your hands or something while I slipped out with a sleight of hand and go
that
help
works.
the people. Yeah,
Can do, Mr. Man.
yeah. There you go. I'm like, hey Watson, catch, and then I slip out of the door super quickly.
Right. That seems to work. Yeah, you are now holding a tome.
Awesome. I look at the title right quick. Does it seem like something that would need to be left here?
Where is that book?
I just deleted it from my inventory. I'm sorry. It was Elven Tome 1 pound.
Right. Okay. That's unfortunate because that was its unidentified name.
Shit.
I wonder if that was the only copy or an instance. Hold on.
Can I undo?
Nope.
But you don't have a Control Z in your program? What the fuck? You just flipped your key. I'm sorry.
This
That's
is why
fine.
you always ask before doing.
Womp.
To answer your question, Watts, it appears to be an Elvish. I was gonna say spell book, but that's not exactly right. There are no like spells a wizard could transcribe in it. It's more like an artificer's guide to making wooden objects. But it talks about a particular kind of wood, something called teller wood,
Wood?
TEL''AR wood.
Morning wood?
No, that's a different kind of wood entirely. It's not as reliable.
I see. Talar wood, though. Talar wood.
Right. Yeah. This appears to be a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a codex for a master enchanter who specializes in this one particular kind of wood. The priest, Rifander, looks at it, sees the title, sort of flips through it, and he says, "Oh, this is... I actually can't comprehend half of this. Not my field of research, but also probably not particularly dangerous. Might fetch a decent price if you sold it to the right person." He hands it back.
Wonderful. I'll keep this one. You keep that one. That one had, I think. Where was it? That one had recipes in it. I think I wanted to copy that were not directly related to the
Nice roll.
craziness.
It's like, look, porridge from beyond.
Yeah, actually, there are several mushroom-based recipes in the book. I don't know what they are offhand.
Pickled troll's ear. The troll's ear is actually a kind of mushroom.
Right, absolutely right. But that said, if you would like to copy them, there's probably enough time before the Redeemers show up for you to do that.
Is that a pair of manacles and a cross?
That is a pair of manacles and a cross.
Look, sometimes you got to be held down for the truth to be shown to you.
I
don't actually believe that. I mean, Jory doesn't either. I'm just fucking around. I mean, right?
What he
You
wanted
guys, I'm really dying for a joint. What? Hey, priest guy. Is there weed in this world?
Well, there are several noxious plants that we call weeds.
No, I mean, is there like a thing that people smoke that makes them feel kind of like blissed out and kind of mellow for a while?
Where are you going, Rudy?
So I'm just wondering off. Fuck this. He's talking about herb again.
Rifander kind of looks at you like an incense.
But one that you're meant to draw into, like it's usually a grass, like or an aged grass. Sometimes they age it, but usually it's better when it's like a flower, a crumbled flower, or a grass, or a mixture of these that you roll into a cigarette, or you roll it into paper, and then you smoke it. You draw it in, you smoke it, and then you hold it in for a second, then you exhale. Maybe you blow smoke rings, or maybe you use a pipe. Some people use a pipe. You know what a pipe is?
Right. Like in the East. No, there's nothing like that here.
Cool. It was just an idea. It was just it was cool. It was just an idea. You guys have beer though, right?
Yeah.
Is there an ale house?
Like a beer? You mean treated water. Yes.
Treated water. Do you treat it with yeast?
Nah, dude. You're looking for fortified wine, remember?
Oh shit! Do you guys have wine? I like wine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, wine with dinner, right?
Seriously, fortified. No. You want fortified? That's gonna be something like 17-14%.
Do you have medical liquor?
Right, or like a good winter mead, or
ice brew? I can teach you some things.
I'm not a brewer, he says.
Yeah, well, I am, or I was in another life before I was a rabbit. Cool. What next, team?
Honestly, it's probably about time you guys got the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, we gotta.
Right? Aren't we gonna leave? Aren't we? Yeah, exactly. Because I'm the fucking pariah. Because I'm a rabbit.
I mean, you're not the only one.
I'm a parabbit.
I mean, technically, none of you are actually human.
Parabbit? Oh, I guess. I
think Yolo is the only one who even kind of passes.
And he's undead, right?
Right.
Ish.
Right. He's not living.
Great. I can't even the whole bitch is I can't even put a hood over my ears and be like, no, I'm good, because if you look at my face, it's like and my nose twitches.
Right,
Big
exactly.
little ruby red, like tiddly tiddly. What's up?
So I guess I would
I'd
leave
like a
the
carrot.
the green cameo behind so they can open the doors.
Oh, good idea. Okay.
Do you honestly think the tower's still there? Question mark.
We're headed.
Well, that's for them to find out. I mean, the place already survived the upper floors being blown off.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I mean, it's a good way to stay in their favor if you think, sure, we're getting the fuck out of Dodge, which is suspicious in itself, but that can be written off as, just part of the panic. And we left behind important materials, that should put us in relatively good favor, right?
I mean,
No,
I
right.
can
I
see-
mean, that's kind of the point Rafander was making, right? If you leave all the shit that the church would consider dangerous or something under their purview, then really you're just couriers who left on a mission for Rafander, which is perfectly normal.
Yeah, next time they see us, they might even be all like, "Oh yeah, you were the guys who found that green mask. Cheers." Better yet, they don't even ask that question.
Right.
They may not even recognize us or care.
It's Jory. I'd figure they'd recognize.
Well, I'm a rabbit.
I figured the other part of the story that we're
I haven't
dealing
seen
with
my
is that
people represented around here
not
very
that
often. You know what
we're
I'm saying?
necessarily escaping the scene so much as we're escorting the locals on their way.
Who's representing rabbit?
Right.
Evacuating from an explosion.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude. Is that a piece of Schaefer merch, or did you just buy yourself some rabbit ears?
No, I've had these for years, and while I was packing shit, I was like, no, I'm keeping these.
Did you take them to the Schaefer concert at least?
No, I didn't, but that's because I will not say it on this stream. I'll say it when we're done.
That's funny.
I will reveal some lore, some Schaefer the Dark Lord lore. I'm wearing the Schaefer the Dark Lord hat. You should all go Google Schaefer the Dark Lord and give him money because he deserves it. So do so.
Also,
yeah.
Coming out, I just backed recently.
Oh my god, I am so looking forward to The Derelict Craft, which is the name of the album that is about to come out. Oh, so stoked.
It's a concept album, as
Totally
most of those
is.
albums are.
Yep.
Not most of, but the last two for sure. Well, this one and that one.
Yeah, Sick Passenger and the new one, yeah.
Yes. Cattle Fox is not here to say Sick Passenger is her favorite.
The other two,
kinda, but not really. Like kinda, like they have elements, but the black box, right? They have elements, and then like also, did he really kill himself at the end? Like, but no, that's
that ties directly into Sick Passenger.
Into Sick Passenger, it totally does. And here we are gooning out on STD, but that's cool because I'm wearing an STD hat. Because where's the fucking dope hat? I don't know. I moved. Every 3 moves is like a fire. Yeah. Gary Holtorf, that's who said that.
That was not Gary Holtorf.
Sure was. He said it to me. Maybe he stole it.
I'm saying it's a well-known aphorism.
Oh, yeah. Every 3 moves is a fire. That's my dad said that to me. Yep, look at me. I'm wearing
I heard that myself. If you guys are... Wait a minute. Nero, you were saying something earlier.
Wait a minute.
Right? Which thing that I was saying? That we were going to...
The other half of our story is...
that we were going to be escorting the people.
Right, okay. Okay, is that your plan then?
Yeah.
I buy that. I like that. I like that a lot.
We're not only the couriers, but capable couriers protecting these poor, downtrodden people who've already suffered it.
Unfortunate souls. I'm in for that. I say
it also
strong man. I will show
them. They have a better idea of where we need to go. So I'll go along with it.
I guess some of it's probably follow the mess that's already started moving. They're just going to be following each other.
Yeah, right. Like there's a migration path, for lack of a better way to put it, an emigration path.
Evacuation tunnel.
All right. Well, if we open our map of the world, without revealing more of the map just yet, I will instead say that roughly southeast seems to be the direction that everybody is going. There is no what's the word I'm looking for? No maintained or obvious road. However,
We'll cross one.
oh, certainly. I mean, the people seem to know where they're going, and you know, as you're walking alongside these people, as you begin your journey, you do see, like, clearly the remains of an old road. So they're obviously following some kind of old known route, even if it's not particularly well maintained.
We should have map of the world open.
I was just saying that if you were curious about where you guys
Yeah.
are going next, we're going to call it a night here. It's 2:30 in the morning for me.
I agree.
Sounds
I'm keeping up on the stream. Is all.
Oh, that reminds me. I still need to cast my find familiar spell. Dagnabbit, I knew there was something I forgot.
Right. You can do that.
Do
on
it
a
at
long
camp.
rest.
You want to do it at camp, wherever we camp out?
You
Yeah, I
would
was
have
gonna say
probably
that-
done it at the temple.
I think even it's funny if he forgot until right now, he hasn't needed it, and then he's like, wait, you guys, and remembers and does it at camp. I think
Well,
that's great.
part of honestly, I
fits
thought
with
we were
our
going to get out of
story.
town quicker. Like, we took an hour to get out of town. It takes an hour for me to actually do the full ritual. So I was going to wait till we actually stopped for the night I could pull out the brazier,
That makes
do the
sense.
incense,
Sure.
the fire, and then use it afterwards to actually be a campfire.
No, that actually makes a lot of sense too. I think it's hilarious that we're like, you keep going like, you guys, I need to. All right, cool. We'll do this. I'll do it in a minute. You guys, okay, cool. We'll do it. All right, and then at that point you forgot, and then later we're like, all right, guys, we're gonna set up camp, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, okay, you guys, wait, I need to do this thing. Do I? I don't need to summon a steed. It's not in the. I don't think. It's not in anything I've read.
You have to summon years later, sir.
Yeah, okay. That's like level 5 or some shit, right?
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I think Find Steed is level 5. It's a spell. Like, it's not even like a cleric or a paladin like feature or anything. It's just you get the spell as a paladin at a particular level.
Yeah. Even interested, actually. Oh, fuck. Nicely done. What was that?
We're just gathering people
Gather?
around us.
Oh, it's performance.
I am putting on a show.
Nice. I'll watch you.
Well, I mean, we're just walking right now. I'm sort of just pumping.
I figure we're at our camp, wherever we're gonna camp.
Yeah, this would have been at the. I would have done the find familiar thing at EOD
Yeah, at camp.
Like-
Yeah, I agree.
because we'd want to be as far from there as possible because scary inquisitors are scary.
Well, and yeah, dude, I can't hide my face.
Yeah, and part of the reason why I'm doing this is so that we can, have an entourage of people who like us. Once we
Dude, I
have
don't
a little
want-
camp and shit.
I don't want a lot of other people checking us out. You can entertain us and we can all hang out, but I don't want other people showing up. I know I'm a rarity, and again, I can't hide my face. People can be like, there's a fucking rabbit-faced demon over there.
We're
They don't
rabbit-faced
think you're a
beastmen.
demon. You're a beast man.
Yeah,
I know,
they-
but maybe I'm a
they-
second-hand person. I'm a shithead. They don't like me.
We're gonna endear you
I
to
mean,
our small group of people who.
what's a rabbit man good for, huh?
to our
I'm
small?
just saying they don't even know you. I mean,
That's right. They
Exactly.
don't.
We're going to endear you to the small group of.
How
people,
many other rabbit people have I seen since I've
To
been
the small
here?
group of people who are interested.
To
in us
the
because of
same
my
thing the
20.
priest has told you multiple times. There are beastmen like you in the world, just not necessarily in the immediate vicinity. This is a
Yeah.
predominantly human kingdom.
What do you use them for?
You're from another kingdom. Who
Yeah,
knows?
nobody said anything about slaves. Jesus. man,
Whoa!
that shit got
Wow!
dark.
Oh, jumping
didn't
right
even
to that
talk
word.
about-
I just said, what do you use your beastmen
Well,
for? Like,
well,
whoa.
You're being
beast
used
then.
as a courier.
We're right now messenger boys.
I'd be a great courier. I run pretty quick with my rabbit feet. What do your human feet do? Wow.
Where do your human feet take you?
I love it. And
mean,
where do your
I bet-
human feet take you? Hmm?
I bet with my 20 performance, you have a cute little girl who's looking at you right now, who's all in there. Yeah, you got none of the oh my god, it's a beast person, and more like a, oh.
Yep, so
I could give you the rabbit eyes, man. I've been working on them. I'm gonna give you a performance roll.
I mean, I was even
my,
going to ask if I could roll that with advantage because I'm leaning on,
It's my rabbit
my
face.
foot, but I don't know if I needed it.
Here, no, it's my rabbit face.
So, do I need to roll anything, or do you want to take care of it next time, Snipe?
Aren't I cute? Kawaii.
Oh, to cast Find Familiar?
Mm-hmm.
You like that, Verde?
I do.
Big
You
glossy
use
rabbit
yourself.
eyes. My ears just go boy. Oy, oy, oy.
Now, when somebody does the whole like racist thing that you're talking about, or beastist thing that you're talking about,
You're totally
you'll have-
beastist. Y'all are
you'll have
beastist.
you'll have all of these people here who are like, no, we love this guy,
Y'all beastist. Boop.
all because you took the time to roll that performance.
Look how fluffy.
Okay, no, you can just cast this. I mean, it takes an hour, but like there's no roll.
I mean, if I really want to do it, I can also do. I think I already showed you guys. I can also do my channel divinity, which adds 5 to my charisma.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about
Right? No, I'm too cute to. No, I just go fluffy bunny.
that. All right, Watts. Let me ask you a question.
Axe you.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think is going to happen when you cast this spell?
I'll be honest. I don't know. I figure a familiar will appear in some form or fashion with the spell. Is how half of me thinks. The other half thinks that out of nowhere a little arrow will pop up and will guide me to my
The shit,
familiar.
right?
Gotcha.
Because of where we are, and you have no way of knowing what's going to happen. I agree.
Like I can genuinely see it going both of these ways. That's one of the reasons. Like I was going to wait till we were at camp, a little bit later. I was going to do it in case I needed to get up and
Go
walk
run
through.
after a fucking open up your map and find a button, and then just go
Pretty much.
chase after your arrow.
Or find out, my familiar is in 2 days west of here. I need to go look for it. Okay.
Look, if that's what we have to do,
Right.
I am at the point where I'll go with you, man. If that's what you have to do, then I'll go with you. I'm fuck it. No, I have reached the fuck it level of dealing with grief.
No, I get you. But like I said, I half of me thinks it's gonna be it'll just bamf and be in front of me and like appear from the smoke of the brazier.
So
Part of
yeah,
me
in the
thinks
old
it's going
school,
to be-
you used to do the thing and it would come to you.
But again, I don't know how things are going to work here because
What's 5e, right? I don't remember, and I don't know the
Well,
rules.
I mean, even 5e, what's here, right?
Well,
Yeah,
exactly.
When you picture it in your mind, what do you see?
Actually, I saw nothing. I was just leaving my mind blank. I was going to go with what it needed to be.
Okay.
No particular image like really just popped out one way or the other.
All right. Would you roll 1d4 for me?
We're camped, I assume.
Yeah, I'll even click the long rest button for you guys in a second here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, Watts, you light the incense and the herbs. You begin the ritual. You even include the ridiculous incantation.
Did you make it up off the top, or did you read it out of a book?
No, it's in his book.
That's right. He did have a book.
Yeah. You finish the spell. Everything is quiet for a moment. There is a rustling breeze that carries on it the scent of like vanilla and caramelized sugar. Almost like like icing on a cake. The breeze picks up and seems to get stronger, becoming a kind of wind. And you realize that wind is like converging from all directions directly in front of you. As the air rushes around you, it seems to coalesce into a point in front of your face. There is a pop sound, and like the air is full, almost like confetti, of sprinkles of the type that would go on top of a cupcake in various pastels. And as they fall to the ground, you realize that in front of you is, in fact, an incredibly thickly iced cupcake. It looks to be a angel food with a sort of like white icing, almost like a pompadour, sort of like dollop of icing. But it's white and sort of like blends into a pink tip, at the top of it.
No, do you have an animate fucking cupcake?
And as you're watching, it's sort of like, its sides bulge for a moment, and it sort of like, it goes through a few different like interior changes.
You
And
let me
from its
die!
sides, and from its sides, emerge arms and legs.
No! Wouldn't you like a muffin?
And standing, roughly, let's call it 8.5 inches tall,
Wings?
is a large anthropomorphic cupcake.
Okay. Wings, no wings.
No obvious wings.
Okay.
Muffin time!
But it's floating there.
Oh no, it's not floating, it's standing.
Or did it fall
No,
down?
it's standing on the ground.
Okay. Because originally it was like, you said in front of my face. I was like, so it's...
Yeah, that's where it popped into existence, but it ultimately ended up on the ground in front of you.
Okay. Hi. You're my new friend.
Most loyal minion of Dio. I bow to it. Vanilla Ice. How may I serve you?
You call it vanilla ice because of its icing.
I call it Vanilla Ice because of the rock star?
Pop star.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, he was a rapper.
It's also a Dio reference.
Was he though? Was he?
It's one of the most powerful stand users in,
I'm sorry, vanilla ice.
Killed literally,
Isn't his name like something Van Winkle?
That's spoiled.
Rob
That
Van
is his
Winkle?
name. You're absolutely
Kind of want to know what the other three choices were.
What's up,
but
Rob Van Winkle?
I'm
gonna tip my SPD hat to you right now.
One was a sentient jar of jam that basically would have acted like a small slime.
Cute.
Another was an actual gingerbread person. But not like a cookie, like a figurine made of gingerbread.
The jam best.
Okay.
I like
And
the
then
jam best.
And then the other one was a marshmallow man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, the rest of those are fun, but I find them instantly offensive. Whereas the jam, at least, the jam.
It could have jammed out.
I who am Jory, would find the jam most palatable, I think is the best way to put that.
I envisioned a campaign full of like the Blob jokes. you know?
Exactly, right? You just hold up, unscrew the lid, fork, go do the thing. It goes off and does its shit, right? But now it's got to be this terrible, terrible thing.
What's wrong with being the Muffin Man, man?
Wait, I sent you the link.
The glorious Vanilla Ice.
No, it's not. It's not for live time. Well, I mean, anyone can search ASDF movie and watch all the muffin links, but I put it in the Discord. When we're done, which is soon, you can check it out. Then you'll understand exactly where my brain went and why. And oh no. Oh no.
No, 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 no.
Why won't you let me die?
Snipe Hunter's already watching them. Right? Why won't you let me die? Don't you want a muffin?
To be fair, it's a cupcake kid, and I like cupcakes.
Yes, everyone loves a cupcake even more than a muffin, right? Because what you have to do to get people to eat cupcakes is tell them that if you tear the lid off and put the other thing on top, all of a sudden it's a muffin, right?
No, that makes it a sandwich.
So
Sweet, delicious.
I don't know if you've considered, but there's a mechanic related to familiars. When they die, they disappear, and then you can resummon them by casting the spell again.
Right, so you come back a different flavor.
So if you were ever, say, starving.
I would never eat Vanilla Ice.
Please don't eat me. I mean, I must serve my master.
I would never
But you're so
eat
good
Vanilla
with
Ice.
You're so good warm with butter. Warm with butter.
Also, I think if it dies,
take one for the team, kid.
No, actually, I want to say it's detrimental to me as a caster.
I'm kidding. I think it is.
No, you're fine.
Oh, really? Nice.
Oh, they must have changed that because I remember I
agree.
You were hosed for a little bit.
That's just as cool as me understanding that in 5e paladins don't have a god, because that means that me that is playing Jory is like, it's 5e.
Right.
Yeah, anyway.
Technically in 5e, Batman's a paladin.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I'm a little actually
I want to say that's why they changed paladin.
I'm a little bit bemused about why you're having your breakdown, because I'm like, no, dude, it's the rules. Don't you remember? And yeah, actually, I used to be the hipster. Like, I will admit this live on stream. I was the hipster that was like, fucking decoupling paladin from a god is bullshit. You're supposed to be stuck with a particular code of blah 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 blah. But I recant that. I think it's more about your personal dedication and your I don't know. I've gotten a little more Eastern about it, and maybe the power is the power, and it comes from just the one place, and it's more about your
determination,
and your attunement, and and here I am. I'm gonna say that live. I'm copping to it.
Yeah, actually, I think the change to Paladin is one of the things in 5e I like most.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna cook up some crow when we're done here. It's gonna be buffalo crow. It's gonna be kick ass, but yeah, I'll say it. It's better this way. Also, it's better this way in this campaign because I get to play me playing that, which is just. I'll reiterate, one of the best things about this campaign.
Right. All right, well, let me click the long rest button, and then I think we'll call it a night, guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Pet Monty.
Yes.
Knee Snob Hunter.
Wow, story entry LRR not found. Oh.
Long rest button not working.
No, it's a plugin that I added. It's supposed to pop up a notes page for me so that I can, like, say, hey, when we long rested, we were all going to do this, But it didn't.
Lovely. Okay. Mildly surprised you didn't make a flying pixie stick or something of some sort.
Flying pixie stick.
I can just imagine a flying sugar fairy becoming my hijinks partner. Just,
Totally.
Sure enough.
How
I mean,
about
again,
a,
it would be
butterfly that's made of butter.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on. Come on.